Greetings and welcome to Winning Saturday Night with the Crowd. How's it going, crowd? How you guys doing this evening? Hope you're all doing and living well. Thank you to all of those reoccurring Winner Circle memberships. The bottom, scroll at the bottom of the screen. Each and every one of you, thank you for supporting the channel. And also to Shelly and Wolfram for supporting us over on Rumble as reoccurring memberships over there. Thank you to everybody that's tuning in tonight on Rumble and X and YouTube. I appreciate you being here. This is our chill night. We just sit around and have fun and get some good news in, talk about a few topics of the day, but get the good news in and watch some funny videos and just commune together. Just a reminder to all the mods in the house, if Captain, who shows up, let him talk. Saturday nights when I want him to, if he wants to say something, let him. But any other night of the week when we're doing the serious topics and stuff, no. Okay. All right. Let's see. Off and running, guys. How you doing? Let's say hello to the crowd. Dropping those links says Wolfram. Remember, listen to the wolf. All right, there you go. The wolf knows what to say, what to do. There you go. There you have it. He wipes his paws, lips in the house, and he's here. Hello, Shelly. How you doing? Talking trash and truth. That's the same person, by the way. Yes, it is. Hey, Iron Rabbit. How's it going? Well, so glad you stopped in to hit the like and say hello. We'd love it if you hang out sometime and watch. But thank you. Look, missing all of you. Remember to like and share. When you have time, come back and hang out. We love it that you're here and you're saying hello. We love to hear from you. Thank you so much for coming by. We think about you all the time. Cool Gamer, what's up? How's it going, dude? Welcome to the show, and thank you again for being a recurring member. Outpost Nerd, what's up? How you doing? Yes, and thank you for 11 months membership. See, Rabbit took advantage of that prepaid membership. It's always there. It's waiting every month. Right on. Thank you. All right. Oh, good. She'll be listening. We'll try to make you laugh. We gotta get through some stuff first here, and then we'll get to the funny stuff. It's gonna be kind of a topic heavy night. Some of the good news this week coming out is all about how the Democrats' plans just aren't working out the way they thought. This is not going to go the way you think it will. But before we get started on that, we got to cover the hot news of the day. The Olympics 2024. Yes, they found a way to already alienate most of the planet about the Olympics. Now we got to remember the Olympics are a globalist event, right? They are a globalist event, and it's been hijacked for many different runs now. And it's just been getting worse and worse. But the opening ceremony had was rated the worst ever in history. And obviously why it's super alienating, it's super biased, and it's super targeted at a fringe minority on the planet that just seems to want to destroy anything that is beautiful and wholesome. So we'll get into a little bit of that, and then we'll pop out of that, and we'll get to the funny stuff. Because when it comes to Kamala Harris and the Democrats, everything is just a joke these days. So we got a lot of memes and a lot of fun stuff to go through there. And yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Y'all everywhere. Thank you for tuning in wherever you're at. By the way, I just wanted to update everyone on the fierce battle between Rumble and X going on right now. And just a reminder, if you're on Rumble or X, you can be part of the fierce battle, because both of my channels on each platform are racing towards 500 like you would not believe. Since this battle picked up, boy, the followers have been flying in. Just an update on that. On Rumble, we are currently at 458. Now that's an increase of over 20 plus since we started since the battle kicked off. And oh my goodness, take a look at X taking a commanding lead at 474. So if you're on either one of these platforms, you want to, one of them's your favorite, or you just want to see the battle, the race go on, please make sure that you follow on both of this. It's good to follow on all the platforms. I only do 3 right now. And if you follow on all of those, it's a big help to the channel. So I appreciate each and every one of you that is on any of them and on all of them. There you go. And I am getting the links together right now because I always do that when I talk about this part of the show. Let me get into this right here. I did set everything up right early. So we are on ultra low latency. And I will be able to respond quickly. Yes, indeed. We've had a big week. A lot of stuff going on. Everything seems to be centered around politics, and it's probably going to be that way for a while. A lot of stuff happening there. So we'll be on top of that day in and day out as needed. Let's see what else we got. Hey, Inya, how you doing? Inya, I got your message on X. I will look into that. I'm pretty sure he was talking about just the idea that Christians haven't been turning out to vote much in the last couple of runs. So I think that's what he was talking about. But I do want to do more research before I give you an answer. So I didn't reply directly to the message, but I knew I'd see you. So I just want to tell you here. Hey, Memento Mori, how's it going, buddy? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. All right. Get the whole crew in the house, man. I love it. Got the best crew here, the most base crew, the most informed crew, most level-headed crew out there, all fighting for the right cause. Love it. You are here. You are family. We are all standing in the light of the truth, and the promoting that solution culture that can put us on the right track for generations to come. So thank you guys for being here again. All right, let's jump into the first topic of the evening. And like I said, I know that I had to, point out some obvious room for improvement from some creators this week that I like, but that's just the way it is. The truth has to rule, right? And I don't necessarily like having to do that, but the truth has to be out in front. And I don't care who it is. The truth will win. I'll take the side of the truth every time, right? Because we need that in the future. We don't need to become another kind of mind control machine that's out there already. We don't need to imitate them. We need to do better. So that's why I put it out there. But just to prove the fact that I still support all those channels, regardless. We're all in this together. We're all on the right side of things at the end of the day. I'm going to bring in Tim Pool for this report on the Paris host Satanic Olympic opening ceremony with Pale Horse gets roasted. Yeah, I mean, and from what I understand, they've been pulling down any kind of like replays on X. I don't know if this is going to affect anything one way or another. But however, as Tim points out, this was on live TV. So I don't know. I mean, and there's no full clips played here. So we should be just fine. But I want to go ahead and get into that. So let's do it.
Gayest Olympics ever. Paris.
There you go. Are we surprised?
Olympics opens with suggested bisexual threesome. Man, I really hate to open with that. I mean, we try to be family friendly, and that one just kind of hits you in the face like a sack of bricks.
Right? I know. I feel the same way. But we have to talk about it, man. It is when things like this happen, we have to just reject it. So, boycott Olympics, boycott Paris 2024, hashtags everywhere. We have to just reject this. We're not gonna tune in. We're not gonna help you with your sponsors. We're not gonna give you the views. We're not gonna be part of this subversion of the world into this demoralized, gross stuff that you put on here. This is the Olympics. It should have nothing to do with any of this stuff, but they object lifestyle, religion, and all kinds of weirdness into this one opening ceremony. I don't know who gives the okay on these things, but there needs to be an overhaul in that department.
But that's what happened, and it's what people on X are saying, both the left and the right. The left is saying, wow, this is awesome. It's the gayest ever. And the right's going, oh, geez, it's the gayest ever. So,
so everybody agrees.
A lot of that stuff. But the issue that's really hitting people is, here's a question. Is YouTube going to be mad that we're showing this like half naked guy? Well, it was on TV.
Well, he's covered
in
blue.
This is a French actor portraying Dionysus, who's the god of, well, they say the god of wine, but let's just say he's, I don't know,
He's a pleasure god.
degeneracy,
Mm-hmm.
you know, whatever. So then they have a mock Last Supper with a bunch of drag queens. And oh boy, are people calling this out as satanic? Clint Russell, Liberty Lockpod, says this is crazy. Opening your event by replacing Jesus and the disciples of the Last Supper with men in drag. There are 2.4 billion Christians on earth, and apparently the Olympics want to declare loudly to all of them right out of the gate, not welcome.
And that,
Yeah, and that sucks for the athletes. That sucks for the athletes, man. It's so unfair to them more than anyone. These are people that have worked their entire lives to get to where they are, right? They have cut out a lot of things in their life to train to be the very best in the world in their countries, so that they compete to be the best in the world. And man, it's just so unfair. I mean, I know the amount of work it takes just to get to state championship level, to national championship level, and then the dream to be at the Olympic level, and just to have it all, you know, have something come out that's going to run off most of the people and really make people lose interest quickly. Because when that's what you lead with, that's the face you put on it. And here we are. Oops. How did you decide to do that?
that shot, you can
There
see
you go.
there's like a little kid in it too.
There's a little kid in it.
At the table, like right
Oh
there.
yeah, look, a child.
Mhm.
I thought
Yep.
that was Kamala Harris's next press conference. Didn't she introduce on with RuPaul the other day? She
Yeah, that's
showed
coming
that,
up.
yeah.
So that's
That's
tonight.
coming
She's
up.
like on with RuPaul.
Yeah.
On the
She
drag show.
taped it the other day.
Mhm.
I mean, this is her base, right? I mean, there you go. You can have all the drag queens. That's your base. Everybody else vote Trump, and we'll see how the numbers look, and we'll see why that's the worst group in the world to pander to, right? Because they don't represent that many people. It's just the media makes it seem that way.
So then Clint Russell says, I thought it couldn't get worse. It does. They put a pale horse, just in case you weren't sure that this was all intentional, straight out of Revelations. WTF is happening.
Right?
I kind of felt the same way. I was like, well, you know, they're being disrespectful. It's blasphemous, whatever you want to call it. But the pale horse on the river, now that's an endeavor. He says, last
Mhm.
post for the people claiming that the opening video is not depicting the Last Supper. They even added the mock halo just to make sure you knew what you were looking at. Stop playing dumb, quite
Right.
literally. And also, it looks like they inverted they intentionally inverted the positions of some of the people at the table.
Because evil inverts everything, doesn't it? Evil inverts everything. Oh, but and yeah, I hope you're feeling better. Let's see. Let's see. Everybody's doing good out there, and take a minute to talk too much because there wasn't that much to talk about yet. But hey, yeah, I hope you're feeling better. And yeah, let's all keep her in our thoughts and prayers.
I think so. Like this pose right here in the Last Supper, it's actually the other way around with the arm going the other direction. Some of the positions are inverted. And then they have quite literally a pale horse, which is, of course, the horse of death.
It's from Revelations.
Yeah. The four horsemen. Let's see. There's the white horse. There's the red horse. There's the black horse. And then the pale or green horse representing death. And that's your Olympics for you. So how you guys doing?
Yeah, I mean, the guy might have wanted to hit the gym a little bit there before doing that whole Blue Man Group workout. He's doing.
But I actually think to be Dionysus it's quite literally the point. There's no effort. He wouldn't want to hit the gym. They're trying to represent laziness.
Got it.
Yeah.
The Olympics opening ceremonies always push some kind of like multicultural, we're all the same, super progressive values. At least
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they always think, dude, the worst amongst us always think the rest of us are stupid. They really do. They count on it and then they gaslight over it, right? Yeah, it's not the Feast of Dionysus. We all can see exactly what it is, and we know what you're up to, and we know what your MO is. You know, this is nothing new. You may count on us being stupid, you may count on us having short memories, but that's just your own little bias to make excuses for the fact that you lie and you deceive people, right?
like in my living memory, that's what they've been like. It is, disappointing to see, but it's almost not surprising because it seems like anytime there's this sort of huge international stage, you have to have some sort of like pro LGBT, pro,
But only in the
degeneracy.
West. I mean, only in the West. Only in the West do we look at our culture and say, let's just completely destroy it. Let's take it and
Only in the West. Well, it's if we're free here, and unfortunately, one of the responsibilities that comes with freedom is to defend against subversion, which we don't do a good job of doing right now, because we don't put the right tools in place in early education to help with that. So that's part of what we talk about with solution culture as well. We talk about the fact that we need to rethink, and we need to rethink. We need to go in and replace a lot of the early education stuff with the stuff that needs to be there. Like get rid of the gender identity, critical race theory, all this stuff that they're shoving down kids' throats. Get that shit out of there. Get the people out of there that are pushing that stuff, and put in the trivium education. The trivium education alone would do wonders. But then we have other things we can do, like preparing history with Thomas Sowell history. Fill in this omitted parts of history so people don't grow up thinking this is some kind of like, and that's countering the CRT. That's countering what is it called? 1419 or whatever. Well, hold on, what's I can't remember the name of it right now. But yeah, that the critical race theory kind of position that, this is a racist country and it was all based on racism. It's just a bunch of crap. But anyways, we have to counter that with real education. And we also have to make sure that kids understand what liberty is about, and where it comes from and where we get our rights from and why we have this type of government the way it should work, and over the course of generations, that will repair itself. If we can hang on to that, we can keep that going and not have somebody come along in 8 years and switch it all back, right? But we have to get on that now. Now's the time. Time is coming soon to actually make a push to change the curriculum so that we're repairing our the education system, so our kids grow up smarter and stronger and more mentally ready for this world, this technology world, this information, this fast information paced world, this online world, and so that people can't grift them. They won't fall for it. We can do it. It's just going to take generations to repair that aspect of it. Meanwhile, 2024, we need to get in there politically and start cleaning house, and that's the time for right now. Anyways, I go on about this, but this is part of it. We don't naturally do this. It's the fact that we're being subverted and our society is trying to be crushed so that they can destroy our free constitutional republic and insert a stakeholder capitalism at the top and socialism / on the road to communism at the bottom for the rest of us, right? And that's the kind of lockdown we're going to be facing with things like Agenda 2030, if they're allowed to go through and progress even further. We're already feeling the effects of Agenda 2021, which we did not take seriously enough, I guess, in our time, or we didn't have the right setup yet. Now we can actually go back and undo these things and repair that so that we can know better than to ever give in to globalist demands, globalist agendas, right? They're not with us. They don't want the best for us, and we just need to realize that everybody's gonna be better off if they take care of their own country. Then you can help other people, right? So you gotta fix it at home first.
flay it and
Yeah, China didn't do this.
No, China had 2008 people drumming in unison to represent their collective identity, and we have this. I mean,
Well, it's Paris, to be fair.
It's Paris, but do we have any doubt that something like this would happen in LA or London?
Well, we're going to find out in 4 years.
I guess.
Well, we don't. If anybody even cares, talking trash of truth. Great point. Feasts of Dionysus occurred in nature, not at a banquet table. The feast is literally a celebration of abandon and hedonism, extreme drunkenness, altered states of being, and unbridled sexual acts. This is true.
We will find out.
Yeah, Olympics, Los Angeles, right?
The one thing too, though, is by the time we get to Los Angeles, maybe they'll just let men compete as women as well.
They already do.
In the Olympics?
Depends on the sport and it depends on the hormone.
It depends on the
Yes.
sport. Oh, because it's like the nano mules. That's right.
Oh, and it's going to be like the Soviet
was,
Union all over again.
It was producing too many smart people at Iron Rabbit. That's what was wrong with it, right? We do need to really take a good look at this. And it has to be like, on a national level too. I mean, we don't want top-down authoritarianism, Department of Education stuff going on anymore. We really want to try to reform that, because that's where a lot of the problems came in. But we also have to look at the university level as well, because that's where the teachers are trained, right? Hey, Heidi, how you doing? So we have to look at that as well. And like I said, really just teaching base logic early on, and getting kids excited about, dissecting what they're hearing, and finding those fallacies. And like, I found a fallacy, that could be exciting for a kid to be able to say that, to be able to come across logically, right? And it can be awesome for a kid to learn that, and they won't fall for grifts that easy. They'll be like, that's a total fallacy. I learned that when I was a kid. And that puts some question on, what they're hearing, so they don't fall for things. Like, oh, I don't know, instead of just falling right for it. Oh, this sounds great, because someone's messed with them somewhere around down the line, or trying to get them to just buy something, buy into something, a belief, a product, whatever, without really understanding how to research it and what it really is. And in some cases that's good, in some cases that's bad, for whatever it is. If it's a good thing, good product, and yeah, you want to take them through the buyer's journey, awareness, research, consideration, and decision, right? And you want to be able to do that logically, so that you can make the best decisions and not fall for BS. And then you see a bunch of the people that run around lying about things all the time. They're constantly committing fallacies and using tactical language and in different types of narcissistic kind of tactical manipulation and a lot of times they do count on, they believe that you're too dumb to remember, or that you will fall for it, right? Or they can just bully you by like shouting over you, or making accusations at you, using straw men. So these are all things you can learn from the trivia, and it's better to learn it young, so you grow up with that foundation. Hi, Heidi. Just getting here from Conky's Flip Adventures. Good to see everyone. Good to see you too. Thank you for being here. What's up, Jacob Castro? How you doing, Savage? Welcome. So happy that you're here, man. Glad you're hanging out with us on a Saturday night. Let's wrap this up.
I mean, come on, dude. If people want to win the Olympics, they're going to win the Olympics.
Absolutely. My
I don't think
girlfriend is
there's
a
anything
former
more.
boxer. She was a Golden Gloves boxer, and
Yeah,
she's a champion.
I think we're done here. All right. It's just a bunch of stories now, but I just wanted to cover that. I didn't want to get into playing the videos and going through it one by one, because I know that they're trying to push back on it, man. They're trying to make you pay if you dare say anything about it. But that's why I covered it the way I did. So yeah, a bunch of BS, man, a bunch of BS. It's really, I feel for the athletes. I really feel for the athletes, man, more than anyone else. We don't really need to have world games. It's supposed to be a time to bring the world together. Of course, the globalists are going to try to take advantage of that and push their agenda as hard and as far as they can, where they have everybody watching. Well, now nobody wants to watch, so there you go. All right, here we are, 24 minutes going in. All right, what I don't know what Conkeys is, Heidi, but it sounds fun. What is Conkeys? Tell us about Conkeys. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. All right, I didn't sneeze into the mic. I muted. There you go. What is Conkeys? What is Conkeys? That sounds fun. They're from Ohio. Friends of What the Hells. Okay. Oh, is that a stream? Okay. It sounded like, yeah, like I was thinking like it was like Chuck E. Cheese's or something, like, or maybe some kind of like activity center of some kind. All right. Oh, what else did I have for you right here? Let's go to, oh yeah, let me switch up the banner. Boom, boom. There we go. All right. I was thinking water park. Yeah, it could have been a water park too. Oh, cool. All right. Let me see here. 15. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this going. Take your trash. Grimm's Bar. What's up, bud? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing good out there, buddy. Saluting. Salute. And is this supposed to be a 7? Is that a salute? What kind of salute is that? All right. Yeah, Grim's here. Grim's here. Okay. Let's see. Well, let's jump on into it. You know what I mean, though, right? Let's jump on into it. Let's jump on in. Man, I gotta like, yeah, let's jump on into the good news of the week. Let's go.
Spread the word, bringing joy and love to each and every nerve. Positive vibes, that's what we're all about. Gonna lift you up when you're feeling down. Every day we're gonna make it bright. Good news coming your way. You're gonna smile no matter the day. Good news, turning it around in this crazy world. It's the good news of the week. Oh.
All right, it's the good news of the week, and let's roll it on out. Let's see. We're gonna start with one of the best guys out there for good news, man, without a doubt. One of my favorites. One of your favorites. Let's bring him on in, ladies and gentlemen. Greg Foreman, Black Conservative Perspective. Here we go.
Vice President will get all of Biden's campaign money, and on the Democrats' best issue, abortion, she's a walking reminder to women that Republicans are coming for the abortion pill. She won't just protect Plan B. She is Plan B. And as a former prosecutor, Kamala was putting criminals in jail back before liberals decided that was a bad thing. Now that CVS is locking the shaving cream behind plexiglass, Democrats are coming around to her again. Harris would be the first woman president, first black woman president, and first Asian president. But I don't vote for who will be the first. I vote for who will win. And for whatever reason, Harris has never been popular. You can count the number of delegates she won.
You just vote for who will win? That's kind of weak.
In the 2020 primaries on one hand, as long as that hand has no fingers. In 3 years as vice president, she's been quieter than an electric car. And like an electric car, your MAGA uncle can't explain why she fills him with homicidal rage. She just does. Sometimes life isn't fair. It's not fair that she's not popular. She's intelligent and accomplished, and in fact was put in charge of the border. And look at how, okay, bad example.
That's exactly right. And the reality is the people we elect to run the government in the United States anymore, Laura, they're not the ones who actually run the government. Kamala Harris's low IQ is the same as Joe Biden's cognitive difficulties. That's actually not a bug. It is a feature for the people who control them. That's what we ultimately need to dismantle in American politics. And I think Donald Trump winning this November is the last best chance we have in the foreseeable future to actually dismantle that managerial class in the deep state. That's what we're up against. And the figurehead they put up matters a lot less.
All right, guys. So we got to talk about this pretty hilarious ad that is going super viral because Elon Musk decided to repost this video made by Mr. Reagan of Kamala Harris. Now, this, in my opinion, is probably the most honest ad that I've ever seen about Kamala Harris. And again,
Mr. Reagan,
this was something that was made by Mr. Reagan, I believe. So I think he deserves credit for this. Okay. But Elon reposting it and it getting 72 million views is pretty crazy. And it also makes you appreciate the fact that Elon Musk now owns Twitter, okay, which is now X, because if Elon Musk did not own this platform, I think that we will be in a lot of trouble in regards to pushing back against the propaganda from the left. But anyways, this video is going mega viral because it is hilarious. It is gold, which is why, before we get into it, I have to remind you guys, the sponsor of this video is Noble Gold. Are you worried about the future of the U.S. economy?
Okay,
with so much uncertainty in the air, it is not one asset volatility precious metal into a
Gold's expensive.
self-directed gold IRA, you can enjoy the potential for long-term
Listen to
growth
the wolf.
and
We'll be covering that in
stability.
a minute.
Diversify your portfolio with a tangible asset that has real value.
Okay.
Setting up a
God,
gold
access,
IRA with
dang
no
it.
guidance. The safety of gold and silver if you own. And just remember,
Silver's
Democrat
awesome.
candidate for president.
and there's no guarantee of any kind.
Wish I had
I,
enough money.
Kamala Harris,
Yeah.
and your Democrat candidate for president, because Joe Biden finally exposed his senility of debate. Thanks, Joe. I was selected because I am the ultimate diversity hire. I'm both a woman and a person of color. So if you criticize anything I say, you're both sexist and racist. I may not know the first thing about running the country, but remember, that's a good thing if you're a deep state puppet. I had 4 years under the tutelage of the ultimate deep state puppet, a wonderful mentor, Joe Biden. Joe taught me rule number 1, carefully hide your total incompetence. I take insignificant things and I discuss them as if they're significant. And I believe that exploring the significance of the insignificant is in itself significant.
Talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time.
The good news is they don't
and
have
there
a
is
shot.
such great significance to the passage of time.
Another trick is trying to sound black. I pretend to celebrate Kwanzaa, and in my speeches, I always do my best Barack Obama impression.
So hear me when I say, I know Donald Trump's type.
And okay, look, maybe my work addressing the root causes of the border crisis were catastrophic, but my knowledge of international politics is truly shocking.
The United States shares a very important relationship, which is an alliance with the Republic of North Korea. It is an alliance that is strong and enduring.
And just remember, when voting this November, it is important to see what can be unburdened by what has been. And by what has been, I mean, Joe Biden. You think the country went to over the past 4 years? You ain't seen nothing yet.
Right?
Wow.
Mr.
Wow.
Reagan, he's
that was
got a great
amazing. Right. That was amazing. Now, obviously, that is AI, right? It's a parody. Okay. But for whatever reason, I believe that this parody is probably the most accurate Kamala Harris ad that I have ever seen. I've never seen an ad for Kamala Harris that was more accurate than what we just saw, right? There was nothing in that ad that I could dispute as not being factual or an exaggeration or not true, right? So again, you know, Elon Musk reposting this and it getting 72 million views is hilarious, okay? You already have some of the Democrat Party propagandists that are upset about this, like one of the Krasenstein twins. He says, can you do one for Trump now? I'm sure it will be pretty easy, right? You wouldn't even have to post a manipulated video. You could actually use his own words and then not have to be concerned about people getting mad at you for posting a fake video.
Krasenstein? Never heard of him.
Again, this guy is so triggered right now because they really don't like the fact that Elon Musk has kind of leveled the playing field, so to speak, on social media in regards to propaganda, right? The left on platforms like Facebook and all these other platforms, Instagram, again, they have free reign, okay, to say or do whatever, okay, and their posts are elevated by the algorithm, okay? Now, people who are conservative, we get strikes for hate speech and all types of crazy stuff. We simply have a much harder time competing, right? Because the platforms are skewed in favor of the left, okay? And now that Elon Musk owns X, that doesn't happen as much anymore. And again, these people can't stand it, right? They can't stand the fact that X is a platform that has some neutrality to it, okay? Because Brian Krasenstein in the past has posted polls of how people feel about Trump versus Kamala, and people basically voted for Trump, and he got so pissed off about it, right? So now he's boo-hoo-whining and crying about how X pushes people on the left away, and that's why it's so skewed, right? That's why it's so biased on X, okay? Again, this person was not complaining about the bias of this platform when it was Twitter. This person says, hey, Brian, why don't you do another poll? He says, the reason the polls here are so skewed is because of things like this, which push people on the left away from the platform. My posts are merely constructive in order to get people from both sides of the aisle on this platform in a public square like atmosphere. Well, I mean, that's exactly how the platform is designed, right? That's how X is designed. X is not a right-leaning platform. X is a neutral platform. And again, these people think neutrality is right-wing, right? This is what they think. So again, like I told you guys, this guy is extremely triggered. He has to continue to make posts about this, right? Boo-hoo, whine, and cry. He says, don't you think that maybe it's a little irresponsible to be sharing a manipulated video like this in the middle of an election? I get that you have your own political leanings, and I completely respect that. But as the owner of this platform, isn't it a bit of a mockery posting something like this without saying that it's completely manipulated? Yeah, so again, this guy is upset, right? They're upset because, you know, when the left was manipulating Twitter, okay, when they owned the platform, again, he didn't have a problem with it. He didn't really care, okay, when they were blocking stories, like, for example, the Hunter Biden laptop story, that definitely affected the outcome of the election, okay? They didn't have a problem with it when the platform was being manipulated by left-wing activists. Now, all of a sudden, they're mad, upset when they get a taste of their own medicine, which I don't think that Elon Musk is manipulating anything. I just think that he finds the video to be hilarious, just like I do, because it's a very truthful ad, right? It's the most truthful and honest ad that you'll ever find.
He says, like, Your AI mockery of a great woman. Come on. Nothing great about her.
Yannette Nicole Brown, who's a Kamala stan, she says, your AI mockery of a great woman mentions, quote, speaking about the insignificant, and yet you and the rest of the mediocre white men who believe in the myth of white supremacy worship at the urinal of a beast who talks about sharks, electrocution, and Hannibal Lecter ad nauseum. Yeah, so again, clearly triggered, right? This woman
who believe in the myth of white supremacy worship. What is she talking about?
Is upset, clearly triggered, okay, because she's calling the white men who follow Elon Musk mediocre and say that they believe in the myth of white supremacy, okay, which is funny because I don't think they're the ones that are out here believing in white supremacy. You believe in white supremacy.
You're right,
Yannette Nicole Brown. But again, this is what she's saying. This is a racialized attack that they get triggered by when the GOP does it to them, even though the GOP's attack is not a racial attack. Calling Kamala Harris DEI, okay, is not racial. But again, see, this is what these people do. This is a double standard. They can levy racial attacks all they want against whites. Okay, it's totally fine. It's totally okay. But as soon as you say something back to them that they can interpret as racial, they want to boohoo, whine, and cry. They want to melt down. Right? That's what happens every single time. This guy.
So yeah, I mean, the thing about that too is just what these people don't think about is that, and I often use this as an example. If you were born in Kenya or any part of Africa, like East Africa, right? If you're born in that country, right? Would you be complaining about black supremacy? It's just the majority that's there. That's why it seems to be that way, you know. But in America, we really open the doors for everybody. In fact, we've gone beyond that because of people are trying to have said it's like some kind of conspiracy amongst white people to hold everybody else down, and that's just their way of destabilizing and dividing us. That's all tactical. Like, this is what they've been doing forever because they can't get to us any other way. Like, they have to divide us. If we're all united as one, as Americans, nobody can touch us, right? The only way to break down our society is from the inside, and they do it by dividing us and saying that the majority is evil. And that's what it is. But it's really it's the majority of people. And that's why it comes across looking the way it does. Yes, there's been things in the past, but those have all come from nefarious sources. You know, it's going from Jim Crow to Crow Jim, right? And it's the same people who are on both sides of it. You know, it's always that subversive authoritarian left that has been involved in division and racism. They're the ones who keep it alive. They're the ones who restoked it after a good decade or two of this peace, you know, people getting along, people just seeing each other as people. You know, it was the Obama years where all this stuff got restoked and brought back up and turned back into an issue as the generational grooming of critical race theory had taken hold. And those people that had been groomed through that from the time they were young had gone through college and graduated and started entering into positions of, you know, in the grown-up world, right? The jobs in the grown-up world, whether it be like, you know, politics or education or whatever. You know, so they tend to just box everything in and just never think of things like logically, as in, oh yeah, well, there's a white, quote unquote, I'm gonna say Eurocentric skin tone majority in this country because that's who fought the British for it. that's who settled here, and then who fought the British to make this the freest country on earth, right? That's why. So, I mean, we're supposed to forget all that, though. We're supposed to forget all that. We're supposed to like just pick things up in the Jim Crow era and go from there, because, you know, that's when they had manipulated everybody into being divided, you know, instead of unifying. That's when we should have unified more, but instead we became more divisive as a country. Thanks to politicians, thanks to the media, thanks to all the people who wanted to do that to us, because they couldn't have us being free. They couldn't have us, you know, owning our own lives, right? They couldn't have that. They can't stand it. That's, you know, these are the people that want to control everything and think they know what's best for you and that you're just here to serve them. And, you know, and they're all nice and tucked in on the left there, and they have been for a very, 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 very long time. All right, let's continue.
Luke Zaleski says, I don't know who needs to hear this, but Trump was actually already president once, and it was an unmitigated disaster that crashed the country in a crater of pandemic, insurrection, death, debt, and division that is ongoing in as much as Trump exists as a threat to take power again. This person, Andrew, the author of America Rises on Substack, this person says, if you're a bigoted, moronic dipshit, maybe the rest of us are amazed by the original without the lying subtitles. Kamala Harris has been elected to each position she's held by the American people. She has quite literally never, ever been a DEI hire. You variantly racist trash bag. Yeah, so clearly this guy doesn't listen to the current president of the United States, Joe Biden, right? The empty suit in chief, when he said that he picked Kamala Harris because of DEI.
Together we make history, not erase it. To me, the values of diversity, equality, inclusion are literally, and that's not kidding, the core strengths of America.
No.
That's why I'm proud to have the most diverse administration in history that taps into the full talents of our country.
And also the worst in history.
It starts at the top with the vice president. Together.
So, I mean, that's what this guy said. Joe Biden says that for whatever reason, pointing out what Joe Biden said about his own VP is racist. Okay, this is how these people operate. Elon Musk also just posted this as well too, which, you know, if you're a woman and you care about women's rights, or if you care about children, you should definitely pay attention.
On day one, I will sign a new executive order to cut federal funding for any school pushing critical race theory, transgender insanity, and other inappropriate racial, sexual, or political content onto the lives of our children.
Good point.
Thank you. It's true. Save our kids is right. Save our kids is right. And you're right. Thank you. And I will not give 1 penny to any school that has a vaccine mandate or a mask mandate. Not a penny.
These are great things.
And I will keep men out of women's sports, if that's okay.
Yeah. So again, Elon Musk just reposted that saying, save our kids. So he's coming out openly and supporting Trump after endorsing Trump, after, you know, saying that, hey, you know, I'm going to stay out of it. But he essentially is just basically pro-Trump now. And hey, at the end of the day, people can say what they want. They can be mad. They can be upset. But a vast majority of these platforms and the people that lead these platforms are left wing, and they manipulate their platforms in favor of the left. So I don't want to hear any boohoo whining and crying from the left about, oh, Elon Musk posted a video of Kamala Harris, this AI, this is deep fake. So what, right? Who cares? The platform is neutral. People are upset because X is actually a neutral platform. And going into the election, it is extremely important that X is neutral, because we all know what happened when X was owned by Jack Dorsey and the leftists. We all understand that they tried to manipulate the outcome of the election. And with all of the propaganda now on the mainstream liberal media trying to erase history in favor of Kamala, X has become even more important of a platform in order to fight back. I mean, I did a video yesterday about Elon Musk going after CBS for pushing a bogus fact check of Trump talking about Kamala Harris supporting the Freedom Fund. And it's stuff like that I think is important, because, again, the media is trying to reprogram and brainwash people into believing that all of the radical things that Kamala Harris believes or supported or participated in is not true, right? It's not reality when it is, okay? So you got to have another platform, again, like X, where you can push back against the Democrat Party propaganda. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.
All right.
The Operation Mockingbird assets are working over time, not just trying to
calm down, YouTube. So yeah, we got a theme going tonight, guys. I'm worried that Trump might be making promises he can't keep. He needs to stick to the economy, no more wars, securing the border, etc. I think that's the basis of his platform. I think the Agenda 47 are the ones that he's trying to get done. You know, I don't think anybody, you know, they lay things out and they hope they can get it all done. Ideally they do. Well, what promises do you think he's making he can't keep? You know, we'll take a look at those. I think that you know, it's possible. It's very possible. Are things that he hopes to do, right? There's a lot of factors involved in this too. You never can predict what's coming next, and what may occur, right? You know, aliens landing or something like that. Or, you know, something like that where he has to shift his attention and deal with it. Also, we have to be good on the midterm elections, man. We have to make sure that we give him people that will work with him, that won't hold up, that won't start witch hunts, that won't support the establishment, that aren't bought off by the establishment, that aren't blackmailed by the establishment. Keeping men out of women's sports isn't his job. A lot of the cultural war stuff is out of. I agree. No, I do agree. We need to help them out in these areas. We need to help them out in these areas big time. Yeah, we can't. That's why we just can't, you if you think, okay, we have to elect a president, they take care of it, then I go back to just they're checking out. It's like that's not the way we're ever going to break the cycle. In fact, that's why the cycle continues, in my opinion, is that people depend too much on politicians to do the job for them because they want to focus on life, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them. This whole the situation that we're in our country is it's tiresome and it's annoying. We have to, and it'd be great if we could just be who we're supposed to be, But unfortunately, when you're the freest country in the world and you're the most prosperous country in the world, the people out there that can't stand those things or that want them for themselves or feel like they need to control everybody, they're going to have the biggest problem with it. And they're going to try to work day and night to undo it because they have nothing better to do. I mean, they're driven by evil, right? And they're driven by those bad intentions, and behind those the authoritarianism that's going to come out in their decisions and in their what they put their energy towards and how they can oppress and control others because that's what makes them feel the way they want to feel. Complacency of people is part of the problem, big time. I'm glad to see so many people here and so many people these days that are more interested in getting stuff done. That's why I don't. I don't say, okay, I'm not so hard-headed that if someone's not quite on point or is going through maybe a learning phase with how to, what they can do better to put out information. If we're on the same team, I'm not going to run out on them, but I will point out sometimes when, maybe the approach needs to be refined like I've done this week. So, but like I said, we're all on the same team, and I want to make sure that people realize that, and don't, you just don't turn your back on somebody because they're not doing things perfectly or exactly how you want them. You just bring it up, and I hope you can have a conversation at one point. But hey, you know what? Right now, what's important is we're all voting for Trump. We're all showing up. We're voting for Trump in 2024 because that's how we can get this establishment back on their heels. And we can start undoing some of the damage that's been done and hopefully head off a lot of the damage they want to do in the future too as well. All right. Look, if you want to download your hair and put on a dress, I'm not for it, but you do you. That being said, a man's got to eat. Trump economy 2024. All right. There you go. Yeah, I personally don't care what people will do or how they want to express themselves. Just don't rub it in my face. Don't tell me how to talk, and most importantly, stay the F away from the kids. Right? No manipulation, no subversion. You can go into your little world. There's plenty of places where you can just check out and in this world, stay in your own little bubble where everybody dresses like terror clowns and hops around and does naughty things, but keep the damn kids out of it. Keep it out of people's faces. The majority of us aren't like that. We don't want to see it. We don't want to participate, and we don't want to, we don't want to adopt your silly language, right? We just want to be human beings left alone to live our lives, and that's it. And that's what they're saying they want. Yet they rub it in everybody's faces, and they get the kids involved, and they try to manipulate what we can say and what we can't say. They try to take over. Again, these are authoritarians at heart, so they're going to always try to control other people. And, we're just gonna have to push back on it. I doubt they want to square up on a one-on-one with anybody, with us on this side ever. So they're going to run and hide behind their rainbow umbrella and, don't hurt me. You're so mean. No one's going to hurt you. Just stay away. Stay away. But then when you're in everybody's face and you're messing with their kids and you're surprised that people, want to push back and are ready to do something about things, it's just like you're antagonizing it. All right. So that's that. Yes, I'm with you, Graham. We're pretty much aligned on most things. And, go do you. Just don't bring you over here where I'm at. Don't try to take over my country. Don't try to take over my kid's mind. And don't try to take over the culture. Nobody wants it. Go away. All right. Next item up for bids here, Mr. Mark Dice.
Overtime, not just trying to convince the American people. The Operation Mockingbird assets are working overtime, not just trying to convince the American people that Kamala Harris is more than qualified for the job of president, but that she is amazing. She's a hero. And of course, one of her first campaign stops on her new mission to destroy America was to sit down with some drag queens from RuPaul's Drag Race, the drag queen competition reality show, because
Yeah. Here's a woman who's mainly Indian trying to pretend like she's black, mainly black, who's then trying to appeal to people who are pretending to be the opposite sex when they're not. So yeah, interesting. A lot of fakery going on here.
It's now mandatory for Democrat politicians to bow down and worship the Baphomets.
Hi, everyone. It's Kamala Harris.
Oh, good point. I mean, Baphomet was transgender, so I mean, really does make a good point. And then you see the Olympic opening ceremony, and you're like, this satanic agenda. What I want to see who's in charge of that, man. If there really is an agenda, then there's people making decisions and pushing out orders somewhere. But or is it just just happens organically? It is very interesting, and people talk about it as a satanic agenda, but they never point to a source. And that's why I kind of think that it's like maybe just a flow of energy, right? More than the demonic spirit versus the Holy Spirit. A flow of energy, basically, more than a round table of Satanists, ruling out an agenda, right? It's more like if you are demoralized and representing evil, in your heart and the way you want to see the world, destruction of beauty, destruction of morality, then you'll do things that come across that way. You'll take chances and you'll try to insert your own worldview into things, and it just comes across like that. I really want to get to the bottom of that. I'm still kind of trying to figure out where to start that investigation. I mean, I thought about talking to Mark Passio about it, but I don't know. Maybe. I mean, he seems like he would be a good source to say, since he was involved in it at some point. But I'm still trying to figure out, where do you start? Like, I mean, people are going to make assumptions. Okay, go to the Vatican, go here, go there. Go. I don't want that. I want to hear from people, like a group of people that legitimately were on the inside of it, that can maybe, through a collection of knowledge, I get a better idea of what things are. Then it's more believable. I'm not just go on the internet and be like, go to the Vatican, everyone's doing it. It's like, dude, that's just hearsay at that point. If you don't have more than that, oh, well, look at the symbolism, look at this, and okay, we can talk about the adoption of paganism, that the override of paganism by Christianity, Catholicism, whatever. We can talk about that, but is that really the source? Do we have to go to, is it really the Pope behind all this? I don't think that's the case. Of course, I don't know for sure. I would sure like to know, though, if it really is an organized front, which I'm not convinced of. I think it's just a demonic spirit, really. But if it was, I would love to know who the prime stakeholders are in that effort. Like we do with the globalist agenda. We know who the prime stakeholders are. We know what the mechanisms are. That way we can actually work to remove the consent for these things. We can work to completely derail these agendas, right? We can work to put the players under a spotlight. And that's that will help resolve the issue, hopefully, at least immediate in the short term. Hey, Mimsy, how you doing? How's it going? Let's see. Oh yeah, by the way, Wolfram and others, tonight's funny videos is going to have a little some part of it's going to have maybe a topic that you really enjoy as a theme. A couple of videos at least. So definitely stick around for that. Heidi says it's good to be on the same team working together and to get back the constitutional republic. Yes. Protecting the children. Yes. Yet at times we agree to disagree respectfully on things, that's being human. That's exactly right. But our intention is all the same and our spirit's the same. That's what brings us together. And we value the truth, right? The truth, when we have the truth, we don't need to be right, because the truth is what's right. The truth is the factual reality of things. All right. Let's finish this.
Each day, we are seeing our rights and freedoms under attack,
Yes, by the Marxist Democrats, which is why we're trying to defeat you in November.
including the right of everyone to be who they are, love who they love, openly and with pride.
No, actually, for almost a decade now, since the Supreme Court tried to mandate that everybody change the definition of marriage, the Rainbow people have had that legal right. We just want them to keep their business to themselves and away from the children.
So as we fight back against these attacks, let's all remember, no one is alone. We are all in this together, and your vote is your power. So please make sure your voice is heard this November and register to vote at vote.gov.
I'll be sure to tell everyone I know, because we definitely have to put an end to whatever the hell this is.
People think Congress and government is all about
Scare
leading
clowns.
people, but ultimately a lot of our politics is about following the public will. And the people who change what people think are artists and drag queens.
Did you hear that? Let's look at that. The people who change what people think are artists and drag queens. Seriously? I mean, seriously? I mean, I'm not surprised, but really? I mean, she's like, she's saying it, she's selling it. She would sell it like, she's selling it like it's like somehow factually true. She knows she's full of shit.
And
the Hollywood propaganda outlets through the entertainment liaison offices, which are lobbying organizations, which literally coerce and encourage Hollywood studios to create leftist propaganda into their projects. Because as Andrew Breitbart famously stated many years ago, politics is downstream from culture. So the Marxists targeted Hollywood and poisoned our culture so bad that it desensitized the general population to things that we see now on a regular basis that 10, 15, 20 years ago would have caused a national outrage. And now that system has spawned Camel-Face Harris, who was the most...
Think about it, 10, 15 years ago would have caused a national outrage. In 10 or 15 years, the oldest generation's leaving us, right? Departing. And that's the generational effect.
Liberal senator in the entire country, in the history of the country, when she was a senator in California before she started running for president in 2020 and then failed and got picked as old Joe's affirmative action DEI hire. And when called out about that, of course, she just cackled.
You're considered the most liberal United States senator.
Somebody said that, and it actually was Mike Pence on the debate stage. But
you're lying. He did say it, but that's not why she said it. That's not what she's talking about.
Nonpartisan GovTrack has rated you as the most liberal senator.
That's correct, because communists are as far left as one can go.
It has to be about a goal of saying everybody should end up in the same place. And since we didn't start in the same place,
we have to all end up in the same place now, of course, because that's communism.
Some folks might need more equitable.
Yeah, the ones that aren't trying.
Distribution.
Of course, because it's not about equality anymore. They Orwellianly shifted from equality to equity because, as she said, not everybody ends up in the same place because, well, a lot of people are lazy and wasteful with their time and their resources and make terrible personal decisions. And so, of course, we're not going to all have equal outcomes in life. So the communist doctrine is to take from those who have a little bit more and then give to those who they view don't have enough.
So there's
but the struggle also, struggles and failures, all right, are opportunities to learn and to persevere, right? They build character. You know, so someone who's sitting around, you know, and not putting any effort into things, right? Or trying to manipulate the world into, you know, they're not learning anything if they're just continuously, you know, not made to face that, right? Oh, okay. Well, here, you know, you didn't really try in school. You didn't listen. You got caught up in the toxic culture that we laid out there for you to get caught up in. So here, now we're going to take from the people who didn't fall for the bullshit, who really worked hard, who sacrificed, who struggled and overcame. We'll take from them and give to you for being, you know, lazy and scammy and all that other stuff that you've done to pull down society. Yeah, we'll take from them and give to you. That's how they keep us beneath them in their eyes.
There's a big difference between equality and equity. Equality suggests often everybody should get the same thing.
No, actually, it means that everybody should be treated the same way, that we all have the rights that are endowed by our creator, that are detailed in the Bill of Rights.
Well, that often assumes everybody started out in the same place, as opposed to equity, which is everyone should end up in the same place.
That's sound great.
That's communism. But thank you for that
communism.
Interesting new
Thank you,
buzzword.
Wolfram.
We haven't seen the liberal media lying this much
Predicting
since
it.
they tried to push Hillary Clinton over the finish line back in 2016. And one of the main talking points is to claim that Kamala Harris was never the border czar. I'm not going to show all the clips again. If you missed yesterday's video, go and check it out because that obviously is an Orwellian lie. It's not just that the Biden administration allowed and encouraged an invasion of the United States by a standing army of 8 million people over the last 3.5 years alone. Probably over 30 million of them total now over the last several decades. 8 to 10 million in the last 3.5 years. It's that Kamala Harris was literally tasked with pretending that she was going to solve the problem. You get a load of this fake fact check.
Remember, I mean, everybody remembers that because everybody thought what a huge joke that was, is that she would be in charge of the border. Like she's the border czar, right? No experience, absolutely no experience, no, you it was, and the border was such a big deal, right? It still is a big deal. It's a bigger deal now. And that she was somehow, this incompetent woman was going to go down there and solve this huge problem, right? No, she was going to make it worse, and that's what she did. Yeah, there you go.
Yes, news. The crap broadcasting station. Trump falsely accuses Harris of donating to the Minnesota Freedom Fund for George Floyd, bailing out dangerous criminals. Oh, that's interesting because I happen to remember this tweet that Camelface put out saying that if you're able to chip in now to the Minnesota Freedom Fund to help post bail for those protesting on the ground in Minnesota for George Floyd. What kind of a society are we living in when?
Okay, that's not what Trump did, but and that was the one post from Kamala Harris about that, and yes, that was a promotion to bail people out that shouldn't be getting bailed out. So she promoted it, therefore enabled it, right? She does own responsibility for that statement.
A major news network, a billion-dollar corporation staffed by supposed experts and professionals, isn't just getting this wrong. They are lying. This isn't just some random coworker at the office or in the shop. This isn't just some drunk guy at the bar sounding off on misinformation who's uninformed. It's the job of the media to get these facts right, and they can't even get the fact checks correct. Again, it's not even that they're wrong. They are wrong, but they are lying. I know that comparing our situation to Idiocracy and the Twilight Zone is cliche now, but there's really no metaphor that is strong enough to depict just how crazy things are. This from Newsweek magazine. Donald Trump might not have been shot after all, they say. What are you going to believe? Your lying eyes or what the liberal media tells you happened that day? There is a ridiculous conspiracy theory spread amongst the left on Twitter, and now it is leaked into MSNBC and Newsweek. And even the director of the FBI, Christopher Wray, is parroting this fake news because, of course, he himself is an Operation Mockingbird asset, claiming that, well, he really wasn't shot. The bullet may have just hit one of the teleprompters, and then it was a piece of glass that hit him, and he's lost.
Right. Yet nobody has shown a teleprompter that got hit by anything. Like, where's it at? Where's the bullet hole? Like, they don't have to say that. They just come out and say, well, we don't know. I mean, come on, dude. You're so fired, Ray. You're so out of there. You're so done. And boy, I bet you got some skeletons in your closet.
Lying about being shot. And the bandage is fake too. But 10 seconds worth of research, not 2 seconds, but 10 seconds of research would debunk that ridiculous idea. Like Brick Suit, who's a popular Trump guy who goes to all the rallies wearing a brick suit symbolizing the wall. He took this photo of that event that day after Trump was shot and rushed off stage, noting that the 2 teleprompters stood there perfectly fine. Not to mention this famous photograph captured by, I think, an Associated Press photographer, one of these brand name photographers, who captured the bullet a split second before it hit Donald Trump. They're so insane that many believe that a video that was posted of Trump golfing, which was recorded much, much earlier, but it was posted Sunday, the day after he was shot, showing he didn't have a bandage on and saying, oh, look at this. He was shot Saturday and he's out golfing on Sunday. It's amazing. So then the left started claiming that the whole thing was fake because, well, his ear's just fine and he doesn't have a bandage.
What does that sound like, right? What does it sound like when they start doing that, right? They're just grabbing something and running with it too. You know, that's why I made such a big deal this week over how we handle information outside the establishment narrative. We got to do better than them because this is the shit they do. They grab something and run with it. It's like the judo did it. You know, I'm almost exhausted talking about that stuff now. I mean, really. Yet still more shit is rolling out about, you know, more shit people jumping at and conspiracy grifting off of, like Biden suddenly got taller. That one's out there, right? Okay, no one looked at the camera angle. Yes, the guy wears lifts. You know, once you're across the 80-year-old mark, you rapidly start losing some height. My dad came to visit for Christmas, and he has gotten a lot shorter, and he's in his 80s. So, yeah, I could see them wanting to keep up appearances, maybe putting a little bit, maybe he's got special shoes on so he doesn't fall over or whatever. It makes him seem a little bit taller. But the angle they were shooting that video at was like way down below, right? And you could see about the guys standing in front of him how far down they are from where Biden's standing, and you're shooting up. So when you actually shoot a video up, it changes the perspective, makes people look taller. The WWE, for example, uses this trick all the time to make their wrestlers look bigger. People know this. It's not, you know, and it just amazes me how many people ran with this story, looking very ignorant in doing so. Yeah. So there you go. We don't want to be like them. I do want to show this video of Trump golfing, dude. It's awesome. So I'm trying to find it. We may go to that here in a minute if I can find it. If not, I'm gonna try to find the shorter version of it. But dude, it's a fun video. He's out there with the top golfer in the world, and top golfer in the world. It's like, dang, this dude Trump can play, man. So I want you guys to see that because that's a really I feel good video. So I'll try to find it.
They're so dumb that they couldn't understand that it was a fake video, that it was a video from previously, and that somebody just falsely labeled it. Then when he showed up at the convention a couple days later wearing his bandage, they just couldn't compute. They thought that they'd captured him. They thought they caught him in the act out golfing without the bandage. Now he's been caught red-handed, faking it. And if you want to order your historic Fight for Trump shirts from my online store, markdice.com, or click the link in the description below and save 20% off, you can still use the promo code HEATWAVE20 at the checkout through today. I thought it might have ended yesterday because the language and the email that I got from the distributor said that it was good to Friday. So I double checked with them, and it's actually good through Friday. Not precise there, so still will work through today. So head on over to markdice.com or click the link in the description below and check them out.
All right. Thank you, Mark. Thank you for that.
Let me ask
All
you
right.
one more question.
We are back to Democrats give MSNBC host a sober reality check as Trump dominates Kamala Harris. This is so funny. I love the way that she likes to jump to deflecting things. Only time I played golf was on a PC game, and then I took a lot of mulligans. Madcore, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Good to see you, man. I hope you're doing you and yours are doing well down there, down under. I hope you're doing awesome, buddy. How's the thing you're working on? Are you doing any videos these days? Are you working on doing any lives soon? Are you still working on the gaming stuff? What's going on with Madcore, man? Everybody wants to know. Everybody's been asking, what is going on with Madcore? Mofo, where's he at? What's he doing? You got anything coming up? Have you let us know, man? Let's talk. Let's talk, man. Yeah, so I think what I'll do is this. I got the break. Can I break 50 with President Donald Trump? Man, okay. It's a 50. I swear I saw a better, faster version of this, and I don't know where. But it's a 50-minute video. It's I mean, it's a phenomenal video. So I guess they do all 18 holes here, or they do 9 holes. I'm not sure. But I want to play this, and I want to I would play the shorter version of it, but I tell you, I can't find it. So I'm going to put this one right here and pull it up here. I mean, this is such a fun video. I'm telling you, this is such a fun video that I tell you what, for anybody who wants to watch Trump golfing, right, with one of the top golfers in the world, will, depending on how long things run, I think I'll play it in the last half of the show. And so if you want to stick around and watch Trump golf, they have some great conversations. It's a lot of fun. I might just let that run at the end of the show. I'm thinking about it, or I can do like a special showing of it. Maybe. I don't know what to do yet. I'm going to think about it as we continue along here, and I'll come up with a decision. You guys let me know in the chat what you think as well. So here we go.
Let me ask you one more
Next
question.
video.
I'm struck just in your presence. I was watching you on stage.
We're not going to watch
watching the reactions from the crowd,
entirety of this.
looking you in the
but we're watching
eye
most of
with
it.
your passion that you were displaying and talking about so many issues. And yet you hear candidates suggesting that a vote for President Biden because of his age is somehow a vote for you. And that is hurled as an insult. It's intended to demonstrate some negative viewpoint towards you. What is your reaction to this thought that with your background in particular, with your career, that there is some thought that you are incapable?
Well, I think that most women who have risen in their profession, who are leaders in their profession, have had similar experiences.
Oh, so you're going to put it on women. You're going to put it on women. It's not, no accountability. Hey, girls, you're all in. It's all y'all now. It's all y'all. Madcore says, I wanted to get back into streaming or hop on streams with others. Just hard at the moment with my new job. Oh, you changed jobs, huh? The game stuff is pretty much done. I have been getting into AI a fair bit. What kind of AI stuff are you getting into? Are you doing kind of stuff I do with AI or something different? Well, yeah, good for you. Yeah, you have to worry about the Australian politics, man. You guys got to get yourself good down there too, man, so that you don't get messed with on your own front. We'll do our job here, you do your job there, and hopefully we'll all meet up at the same time in a great place.
I was the first woman to be elected district attorney. I was the first woman to be elected attorney general of the state of California, and I'm the first woman to be vice president.
I'm the first woman to wear out 50 pairs of knee pads in a short amount of time.
And I love my job.
I bet you do. Money.
Black folks, every time I turn around, I just get more and more sick of y'all. What in the hell are y'all celebrating? Y'all haven't seen Camilla this entire time. Camilla did the same exact thing the average do when they know they're about to meet you. Figure out a way to get in contact with you. She threw up a barbecue. Been getting tricked for years with food.
And so this is a message for you educated liberals and progressives who somehow missed what's obvious about the economy. We can't afford to be progressive anymore. Like, we printed money, right? We opened borders, flooded the
dude. She's come around, man. You hear what she said? Printing money, open borders. She's come around. She's like said, okay, something's wrong here. I'm gonna go look into it myself. I'm tired of listening to everybody else. And that's what it looks like. This woman is on her way. She's breaking free of the establishment narrative. Metcalf says mainly music AI. I've been playing around. I work with both the AI apps, the big ones, the two big ones that are out there. I did a whole thing on Suno, a whole night I used to call it like songs about you. In fact, since you brought it up, and I never get to play this, is it still here? Where is it? It should be right in this little. Here we go. Here's the intro for that piece.
Songs about you. Songs about you. These are songs just about you. You never know what you're gonna get in time for. Songs about you.
There you go. Songs about you. Yeah. I got a whole collection of songs about the crowd. We just went here and we made them out. We started making them one night. And all those pictures you saw that were flashing through that little intro I made were the AI images that were made with the song. So every one of those images had a relation to somebody in the crowd or someone that we made, the creator we made a song about. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. The new one that's out there is really good too. I've made songs with that. And of course, all the songs pretty much all the songs I use for my intros I've made with that now. Like the good news of the week intro that was made. So I've really moved on from, I've tried to make my own songs and my own stuff. Now that, the tools are there and it's easy to do and you can make some really cool intros. Even the intro tonight, even though it's a mix to mash up with that, I Can't Get You Out of My Head by that, who's it? I don't know, whoever did that song. I should know it, right? But I made my own version of that. So it's a mashup between my own version of that and I want to say Kylie Minaj, but is that right? Someone's going to correct me really fast. It's a lot of fun. It's about prompting too. So like how you prompt it, you can use a parentheses to say insert Kylie Minogue. Okay. It's getting you can like use brackets to say insert guitar solo or big ending or something like that. You can, once you learn the prompting a little bit further down, you can actually really start to craft it. There's some people that are doing some good stuff out there and some really trashy stuff too. It's all about the prompting. All right, so let's get back to this.
Census, which indirectly impacted the cost of living to rise. That's why you can't afford anything. We could not afford to fund Ukraine for your democracy. We could not afford to fund Iran either, but we are. We're spurring World War III. We can't afford to do that, but we are. So here's my point. If you want to focus and fixate on Kamala Harris's genitals and her brown skin, I hope you understand political strategy is making a fool out of you. She showed you. Look at her resume. On the border, she showed you that her Marxist subscriptions make her incompetent. They disqualify her from being the leader of the country.
Man,
all right, guys. So we got to talk about the mainstream liberal media psyop, the AstroTurf campaign to make Kamala Harris a thing. Okay, even though we know for certain that the Democrat Party and just the American people in general do not want Kamala Harris. We know this because she lost the Democrat primary without a single vote being cast because she dropped out before the first primary because she was just that bad. Okay, she was
bad. You know what this means? Like I've been trying to point this out. Okay, you have Bernie Sanders versus Hillary Clinton. Bernie obviously was winning the popular vote for the left on that side. They wanted him, but they used the super delegates to put Hillary in there. She failed. Round 2, Bernie Biden. They did the same thing to him again. They made him take a knee. They said, Bernie, okay, you've got all the leftist progressives and all the communists. You got them all wrapped up for us. Now take the knee, bend thy knee, and hand them over. And that's what he did again. So anybody who's still hanging on to, any kind of integrity for Bernie Sanders, I'm sorry. I know what it's like to give up on, have to give up, but it's like, that guy took a knee twice for the establishment, and he was supposed to be anti-establishment. Nope, he was pander slander. That's all he did. And now here we are, third time in a row. Biden takes a knee. You can say it was his idea. You can say it's other people's idea. It doesn't matter. But it's after the nomination votes are done, the primaries are done, and now they're getting stuck with Kamala Harris. They're getting stuck with her, and so that's 3. If they don't realize by now that their vote doesn't count in the primaries, that the establishment's going to always tell them who is going to run on behalf of their establishment home base party, the Democrats. You just aren't paying attention, right? You don't want to realize it. You don't want to admit to it. You don't want to, you're so in denial, right? Hey there, Daisy girl. How you doing? Anything new happen? He's done a couple different rallies today, right? He did the Bitcoin rally earlier. Bernie is another socialist, makes no bones about being one. Yeah, he doesn't. And the fact that, he actually had so much support because with that brave label on top of what he's not shying away from what he is. This goes into the subversion that's coming out of universities, and those are the people that were supporting him, and other people that think that the government needs to take care of them, and that that freedoms and need to be quashed by the government, and that they're usually very self-centered people that love socialism and communism because they think they're going to get something out of it, but they don't know the history of it. They just go, free stuff sounds good. I don't have to work as hard. This sounds good. Yeah, but they don't know the history of it. Like that, they're the ones that when it takes over, they get run out first. They get the triple on the train to Never Land first, right? They're the first ones to get lined up. So they don't know their history, so they're doomed to repeat it. Yeah, all right. Daisy's here. We can get going. Let's go. Hey, Judge Maddie, what's up?
She came into that Democrat primary hot. Okay, she was one of the favorites. Okay, however, after the American people, the Democrat Party got exposed to Kamala Harris on the debate stage. After the first debate, it was downhill from there. Okay, and I believe personally that's what's going to happen to Kamala Harris and her AstroTurf presidential campaign that the mainstream liberal media is trying really, really, really hard to make a thing. Okay.
All right, what you were just watching there was the first campaign ad of Kamala Harris's 2024 presidential bid, featuring the song Freedom by none other than Beyonce. Queen Bee herself reportedly gave Harris the green light to use her hit song as an anthem for her campaign. This is a big deal. A BFD, as some might say, because Beyonce doesn't just give clearance to her music to anybody.
Yeah.
In fact, she's known for
having
Beyonce.
Oh no, there's another manufactured music star. I mean, nobody they picked this person out. She didn't like come up in the garage. She didn't learn how to play music. She didn't go on tour with her local band, or like she didn't work herself up from the bottom to the top. No, she just jumped in there and she got pushed to the top by promoters because she fit a type. And so of course, it's a big deal that this establishment person gives you their manufacturer establishment song. That's a big deal. Meanwhile, you got guys like Grimsbar over there that will sit there and meticulously work and create a song from top to bottom meticulously. Even though he's not playing the instruments, he's still working hard to make that music right. And he knows what he's got a style. He's got all that stuff. You have people like me who spent, decades playing guitar and learning how to get better at it and learning how to sing and all those other things, man. Working hard just to do a little bit in music. I slept on the freaking floor, dirty floors for rock and roll, man. But it's a big deal. Beyonce gives her stupid song over to the worst candidate ever.
Very strict guidelines around permissions to use her music. The superstar has not yet formally endorsed Harris for president, but it seems the
Oh, there you go. Yeah, another branch of the P. Diddy tree. Yeah, excellent role model. Yeah, there you go. So P. Diddy is the one who helped enable that. Of course, who helped enable him. So
Beehive is sweet on the K-Hive. All right, you're going to hear a lot of buzzwords like K-Hive in this stretch of the 2024 campaign, especially if you find yourself in the company of the young people. You're going to see this vibrant chartreuse color everywhere. You'd probably be asked if you fell out of a coconut tree. Brat summer? Yeah, you're in the heat of it. If all of this sounds familiar to you, then congratulations.
What are you talking about chartreuse? Is she trying to steal my green?
You are chronically on.
We're neon green here. We're all good. It's a lighter
line. If it doesn't sound familiar to you, don't worry. I am here to try to do my best to explain it all to you. We'll start easy with the K-Hive. The K-Hive is essentially Kamala Harris's longtime unofficial fandom. It's the play on the Beehive, which is Beyonce's devoted fan base.
Part of the PSYOP is this idea that Kamala Harris is gaining momentum and she's gaining in the polls. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard that all week, okay? Kamala Harris is catching up to Trump. She's closing the gap, okay? She's so great.
Today's meeting comes as her campaign is getting a boost from a new poll by the New York Times. And what this showed was Harris narrowing the gap against Trump. Trump got a post-convention bounce, but when you look at it all in aggregate, Harris is now 4 points ahead of where Biden was polling in the same poll before he dropped out, which puts the race in a statistical dead heat, 48 to 47. Now, we'll see. Does she just continue to surge up or not?
Oh, yeah. I mean, she had 68 entire people at her rally today. 68 whole people in deep blue Philadelphia. 68 whole people. Yeah.
Obviously, you haven't had the convention bounce from the Democrats yet. The poll does show Harris making strides with groups that Biden had been struggling with, which includes perhaps most notably young voters. 56% of those between the ages of 18 and 29 back Harris, which is 16 percentage points more than Biden. That's a pretty stunning number. Independents, 45. Biden had 37 there, so doing significantly better there as well. And with Latinos, 57% backer, it was 41% for Biden. So that is obviously dramatic. In electoral politics in the United States, it doesn't get more dramatic than that. In fact, it's unprecedented for anything to move like that. So that's the reality of the situation.
Right,
the question is it for now or forever? But you do see that energy in the Harris campaign events that we've seen so far, too, what they've been getting in terms of the boost from the polls. Today, Harris speaking to an energized group of voters from the American
More like the K-hole.
Federation of Teachers.
While you teach students about democracy and representative government,
we destroy it.
Extremists attack the sacred freedom to vote. Just think about it. So
Who's attacking the sacred freedom to vote, by the way? The people who want to keep counting and bringing in ballots from weird places and not qualifying them after the polls are closed. Is that who you're talking about? You're talking about the people here around here in Fulton County and that pull shenanigans to pull out secret boxes of ballots that I have hidden under tables to flip the votes overnight in a weird, never seen before way. Is that what she's talking about?
want to ban assault weapons, and they want to ban books.
Yeah, so again,
They want to ban self-defense, and we want to ban pornography in schools. There's a couple of different ways to say it. By the way, can you guys hear that? That is, yes, this is I'm holding in my hand right now a body armor edge grape. Somehow, in some miracle, they haven't started making them again, but the company found some cases, I guess, in the back of the warehouse. I have no idea. But all of a sudden I looked and they had grape on sale again, and they were selling grape again. I don't know how long it's going to last. The price went up. It's about $3.50 a bottle now, which is fine. I mean, it's just made $1 more. But yeah, $40 case. If you guys would like to see me buy more cases, make sure you there's a Venmo, there's super chats. Yeah, they're kind of expensive right now, but I mean, I just wanted to get at least one more case, 2 more cases of these before before they're all gone, right? Before they're all gone. So yes, I'm very happy tonight. I got myself a body armor edge. I haven't had them in months, and then I'm so glad I looked and saw that, noticed it, because now I have it. There you go. All right, back to the video here.
I find it hilarious that the cool candidate for the Democrat Party, Kamala Harris, is talking about how Republicans are trying to ban the right to vote, which, by the way, I think the mainstream liberal media should do a fact check on that, because I don't know of any legislation that Republicans are putting forward that actually bans people's rights to vote. And if this is the line of attack,
Right? I know. Like, where are they talking? Just making shit up. You know what, Memento? They should sponsor me, but they stopped making it. That's why I'm so excited that I have it. But I was talking to Shelly. I was like, man, I would buy this. Like, I literally would say this would be my new thing, right? I would buy the recipes, buy the production, say, I want your edge business since you don't want it, right? And I would call it Winning Edge. Yeah, I call it Winning Edge, and I would just have my own brand of awesome energy drinks that are good for you, right? And that are so good that I would say, I don't know how I'd put it. I have to put it so it's legally safe. But I would say that this is the drink that would get you off sodas. If you have a soda addiction, take my 30-day challenge. Take my 30-day challenge, right? I would sell one big case of it, right? 30 of them in there. I get 30 of them, one for every day, right? 30, 31, whatever. Right? I have all different flavors. Right? Yeah. I'm down, man. Give me a little bit of money and tell me who to talk to and body armor. And I would be in, man. And I tell you, I think it would work. I really think it would work, because there's a lot of soda addicts out there, unfortunately. And this makes you forget about soda. I'm telling you, it's that good. You don't get the bubbles, but you get nice flavor. You get a nice even kind of caffeine boost from it, because it's got like caffeine boost in it. And you get all these vitamins, and it's hydrating. It's everything that you need to get off sodas. I'm telling you, it works. So I would do the 30-day say goodbye to soda challenge or whatever. Use Winning Edge, right? So yeah, I'm down for it. I would do it.
Harris is going to use, then Republicans have an easy rebuttal, right? All they got to say is that you cannot be talking about trying to save voting rights when nobody voted for you, right? All you got to do is just ask, well, Kamala, who voted for you, right? Who voted for you to be the Democrat Party nominee? Nobody voted for you. So again, you're the last person that should be talking about saving voting rights, okay? Because listen, at the end of the day, the mainstream liberal media may believe that the American people are stupid, and undoubtedly a certain portion, at least a third, are as stupid as the mainstream liberal media believes that they are. But in my opinion, I have faith in the American people that they can see the obvious. They can recognize the obvious, which is that Kamala Harris is extremely corrupt. That, or she lacks good judgment, because there's a bombshell poll that came out. I'm about to pour some cold water on this Kamala Harris momentum, right? I'm about to give him a reality check here that shows 92% believe Kamala Harris involved in Biden health cover-up. Again, this is a crazy number to think about. 92% of Americans believe that Kamala Harris was involved in some way in helping to run cover for President Joe Biden's declining health, which is a big deal because it speaks directly to her judgment or her corruption, okay? Because it can either be—
Wow. That's an interesting fact right there. Oh yeah, let's do that. Speaking of which,
it's cold. It's cold.
Oh my.
Thank you, Talking Trash and Choose, for the $5 super chat. I'll pay for one. Tip it. All right, I did. Thank you so much for that. And yes, we still got I'm worried they're gonna run out. I want to buy how many of these can I get? If it was a different time in the year, I would do it. I honestly would do it. Just, I'd be like, all right, I'm stocked up, because I know they don't make them anymore. So it's kind of like, you gotta be like, dude, you gotta get as many as you can now. I wish I had more notice last time. I would have stocked up if I could have done a little bit better job stocking up. Can't beat it. All right. 90% believe that she was part of— it's just Democrat, 90%, because that's something you can play off of. You know, 92% of people who responded to YouGov Times of London, whatever, if that percentage is really that high, strategically speaking, you should really play that up. You should be like, she lied to you about Joe Biden. She lied to you about Joe Biden. She lied to you about Joe Biden, his health, the cover up. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mimsy. $5, another tip. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. I'm gonna tag this on to the last play of the super chat. Thank you, video. But thank you so much, Mimsy. I appreciate that. You're awesome. Listen to the elephant. All right. Oh my God, that joke went right over my head. Hold on. I missed the joke too. What kind of tips is that, Shelly? Oh, that joke. Okay. Awesome. I got 2 now. Now I have 2. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you. The tip is happy tonight. Yes. Yes. Look up what dark soda pop does to the GI tract, like Coca-Cola. It literally turns it into sludge. It also takes corrosive tarnished materials off metal. Yeah, you can pour it on your battery. If your battery, your connections get all like corroded, you can just pour Coke on it and just dissolves it. Yeah, and there's people that are into the dark sodas, and then there's people that are into the green sodas, like Mountain Dew. And they're wanting the caffeine. They're wanting the caffeine, but they'll drink it all day long. And the poor people who get stuck on diet soda, believing it's actually diet. It's like, it's not. It actually makes you gain more weight than it does make you lose it. So, like I said, the world needs winning edge now. It needs it now more than ever. Yeah, the green reminds me of antifreeze. It does. It does. It's kind of powerful to believe you can just sit there and drink antifreeze and get away with it, like you're like invulnerable almost.
B, she lacks the judgment to recognize that Joe Biden was mentally declining, which again would speak to her judgment. She does not have the judgment to be president of the United States, or she knew and she covered it up, which would speak to her corruption. Both are pretty bad when 92% of Americans believe that, hey, you were behind the effort to conceal the decline of the president's health. Okay. And when you look at the poll more in depth, the numbers kind of get worse. Okay. Because 68% believe that Kamala Harris was involved a great deal, only behind the Biden family themselves and the White House. Again, the closest people to Joe Biden, right? And Kamala Harris here, almost 70% of respondents believe that, hey, she was involved. Okay. And again, this is something that the mainstream liberal media should be asking Kamala Harris, but no, they're not. Instead of asking her tough questions like this, they are campaigning on behalf of Kamala Harris, pretending that she has some organic support and that young voters are going to come out in mass and vote for her and she's so amazing, when that's just certainly not the case if you look at the numbers compared to where Joe Biden was in 2020.
So I want to take a look at Trump versus Democratic margin. Just remind folks where we were at the end of the 2020 campaign. Joe Biden won voters under the age of 35 by 21 points. What do we see with Kamala Harris? Well, she's still ahead, but the margin here is significantly less than what we saw with Joe Biden back in 2020. She's up by just 9 points. You may make the argument that was better than Biden was doing before he got out, but compared to that Democratic baseline, where Democrats have historically in presidential elections
21
this century
points. It's
been
so
carrying that young vote by 20 or more percentage points, she is way down from that. So if this is unique support among young voters, I would like to know what non-unique support is. Is it even worse than this?
Is she doing better than Biden was, though?
She was doing slightly better. Maybe Biden was up by, like 6 on average or 5. This is maybe slightly better, but this is not game-changing stuff, Mr. Berman.
All right, what have we seen in terms of motivation?
Yeah, so, the other thing is we talk about vote choice, right? But let's also talk about motivation, right? Because it's not just who you would support, it's whether or not you come out to the polls. And this, I think, is rather interesting. Do Democrats say they're more motivated to turn out after Biden left the race? Well, we do see a significant portion of Democrats who say yes, 39%. The thing I was interested in was it disproportionately younger voters who said that they were more likely to turn out or more motivated to turn out. And what we see here is it's 42%, not a big difference between 42 and 39%. So this idea, again, that the vice president has unique potential to dig in and get young voters to turn out, John, it's just not there in the numbers despite all the internet memes that are going around.
At least not yet. And one of the issues has been, Harry, this trend, which I think you were among the first to point out. Young voters have changed or say they are changing in a relatively short period of time.
Yeah, oftentimes it's difficult to go against the grain. Kamala Harris may be fighting uphill. So I want to look at party identification again.
Yeah, I mean, look, 18 to 34, that's a big margin there. You probably need to go 18 to 24, right? I don't think you mix 30-year-olds and 18-year-olds together. Big difference in maturity there. Difference different parts of life, right? Different times in your life. I think you use the college age because baby adulthood is basically maybe 18 to 28, right? Baby adulthood, and then 28 to 40 or something. But yeah, this is a bad demographic. I wouldn't go from 18 to 34. There's such a big difference there, because then you have from 18 to 23, 24 college people, college kids, right? So I don't know how many people are going to college these days. Hopefully not as many as there used to be, but people are finding better ways to make money than depending on a degree, learning from the lessons of the past. But you just can't mix those demographics.
Voters under the age of 35. Go back to 2020. This is the Pew Research study. This is one of the best studies that we have. And look at that. 56% of young voters said that, in fact, they were Democrat. They identified as Democrat or lean Democratic. You look down at 2024, it's 49%. Look at the Republican jump from 39 to 49%. So when we say that Harris is doing worse than Biden, it's not that she's uniquely bad. It's rather she's fighting uphill. She's trying to fight against a wave that is going against the Democrats among young voters. And Harris may be unique in some ways. Maybe she does slightly better than the generic Democrat, but not all that much.
Yeah, with this
thing to keep in mind, I think there's all this talk of all this Harris momentum. Maybe there's a slight bit of momentum, but I would argue it's actually a little bit smaller than folks think. So pre-Biden,
this is like some media, radio communications, media studies major right out of college, dude. They're ready to propagandize a whole new generation. This is the product of your university. You probably went to Georgia or something.
Dropping out. Look, Trump was up by 2 over Harris. We look at the polls now this week. What do we see? We see Trump is up by 1 over Harris. The massive change is actually the change of candidates, because prior to Biden dropping out, he trailed by 6 points in these exact same polls that we look at here, where Harris was only trailing by 2 points. So the movement is
and polls are never rigged. They're always on the up and up. Believe every single one of them. At least that's what they would tell you. I would tell you the opposite.
From Biden to Harris, not actually Harris herself necessarily moving.
Yeah, so what you're actually saying when you look at the numbers is, one, Kamala is still performing worse than Joe Biden did in 2020. And that would have to be the baseline for her to have a chance to beat Trump, right? However, among Black voters, Latino voters, and young voters, she's not performing as well as Biden was in 2020, right? If she can't beat Biden and his numbers in 2020 with those demographics, she's not going to win, right? It's just not going to happen. And again, what you're seeing here is not Kamala Harris all of a sudden getting this great momentum versus where she was at before Joe Biden dropped out. No, what you're saying is that you have Democrats that said, hey, you know what? I can't vote for Joe Biden. Essentially saying, okay, well, I will vote for Kamala Harris, but they're not necessarily new Kamala Harris voters. These aren't people that are all of a sudden inspired to vote for Kamala Harris. And again, we know what happens when people actually get exposed to Kamala Harris. Her numbers don't go up, they go down. And this is why MSNBC
All right, so
is getting a reality check from Democrat strategists like James Carville, who, I don't think the guy gives the greatest advice in the world, right? But he's been around for a long time, and even he is saying, yeah, you guys might want to slow down on this Kamala Harris momentum train, because it seems as if we're in the honeymoon period right now, and this could be the best that she performs, because once Republicans actually start to really attack Kamala and to hone in on these attacks, this could be the best that we see Kamala perform.
The water was choppy. Now it seems in all measurable ways, from buzz to the polling we just mentioned, I'll show more about in a minute, to fundraising, to have a lot of smoother sailing.
There you go.
Your thoughts first, big picture.
Perfect.
I do this, but I got to be the curmudgeon. I have to be the skunk at the garden party. This is too triumphalist, okay? This is everybody's giddy. I look at the coverage and it's great, and we're just...
That's a quick guy right there.
If I had to write a play about what I think it's going to be like, it would be entitled The Ice Pick Cometh, okay? Get ready, they're coming. All right. And it's good. Everybody should feel good and liberated and everything else. But if we don't win the election, we haven't done anything. We haven't changed the temperature in America. We haven't changed anything. And I think the vice president, I hope that, her campaign is getting ready. I hope they listen to my friend and fellow New Orleanian, Don Brazil, who actually, I think, has the same kind of view of politics that I do. And they're coming at us, and they're going to keep coming. And this kind of giddy elation is not going to be very helpful much longer, because that's not what we're going to be faced with. And I think the vice president, put it in athletic terms, needs a really good cut man in a corner, because she's getting ready to get cut.
There you go. All right, let's leave it at that. We're going to move on. You might remember that guy from the Clinton days, and I think he worked with the Obamas too. I'm not sure, but yeah, he's a real piece of work. Complete establishment handler right there, mind control expert to boot. All right, And by the way, I am going to predict, because you got to pick somebody just for fun. I really think I think she's going to pick Buttigieg. I really do. It's just a gut instinct. So all right, we'll go with that. Wait a minute. Where did my other one go? Did I move it or did I keep it? I'm like, okay, I did keep it. All right. So guys, we've been following this. Okay, yeah, this will be the last good news piece for this week, and then we're gonna move on to funny videos. But I want to bring in Gary Franchi from Next News Network. Now this is just going a little bit further, a little bit deeper into the Act Blue scandal, right? So this scandal is coming out at the right time. That's the good news, right? It's coming out at the right time, and it's going to we really got to harp on this. This has to be harped on because this is dirty, dirty, dirty stuff right here. And the more Democrats, the more establishment first veilers, establishment narrative buyers, first veilers that we can get to see this and get to understand this, the more impact it's going to have. Because when people, it's one thing when they feel like they're maybe being misled a little bit or lied to from the media, they can kind of stomach that somewhat or blow it off with a nice little course of denial. But when it comes to money and it comes to people doing things in their name, right, and they tend to react normally, which is to be offended by it. So when it comes to that dirty stuff, they know there's dirty players on their side. They're kind of like okay with kneeling with evil on that side in a lot of cases. I just basically have gotten it from attitudes from people, joking or not, I don't know, but they seem to be okay sometimes with the dirty tricks and the dirty stuff that goes on the left. But in the establishment, that is, the establishment narrative and establishment party, but this right here could be a big moment of clarity for a lot of folks. So this story, I'm really in favor of getting this story out. OMG, we've been following O'Keefe Media Group on this. Gary does a good job here with this. So let's just run through this. And ladies and gentlemen, Act Blue, leftist money laundering scheme.
And now for a Next News special report.
All right. Breaking news. America, a bombshell investigation has uncovered shocking allegations of widespread fraud in Kamala Harris campaign fundraising. Thousands of suspicious micro donations. One of our viewers pointed out it's called smurfing. That's the term. I had to look it up. I'm like, is that what it is? Well, apparently these micro donations came through Act Blue. They're raising some serious questions about the integrity of her actual grassroots support. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. So stay tuned for our exclusive report that exposes the full scope of the scandal. You won't believe what we've uncovered about unemployed donors and manipulated data. Plus, don't miss our final thought on why this matters to every single American. It will stun you. Now, folks, just as we are exposing political fraud, there is another crisis brewing. I'm talking about the final famine. That's right. But don't panic. I found a solution at rationready.com. It's linked below. They're offering a declassified invade for this video to be taken. It's your chance today. All right. Buckle up, America. We're diving into a scandal that could shake the very foundation of Kamala Harris's campaign. Our investigation has uncovered alarming evidence of potential fraud in her fundraising efforts through Act Blue. Let's start with the bombshell findings from Apple Lamps, an independent investigator. In just 10 minutes on FEC.gov, they discovered startling donation patterns from supposedly unemployed individuals. Now, let's take a look at some of these numbers. 4 unemployed individuals donating a staggering $197,993.68 across, you ready for this? 23,416 separate donations. That's an average of 10 donations per day every $7,993 is numbers. 4 unemployed individuals, the unemployed individuals. Now, let's take a look at some of these numbers. 4 unemployed individuals donating a...
Sorry. I'd switch my mic up for a second. Let's listen to what he has to say. I was just trying to be funny about the red sirens, the red alert sirens. But in this case, they're justified.
Employed individuals. Now, let's take a look at some of these numbers. 4 unemployed individuals donating a staggering $197,993.68 across, you ready for this? 23,416 separate donations. That's an average of 10 donations per day, every day, since January 1st, 2023.
How does that not pop up on the fraud radar? Unless someone's not looking, right? Unless someone's not looking. That's how it doesn't pop up. I mean, that is the huge wire fraud, federal wire fraud, federal, right? It's like, I don't know what the exact laws are. But it's, you're crossing state lines there, so it's federal. And you're committing, it's probably campaign funding violations. It's definitely shenanigans. I don't know. I'd love to know if MLS pops in here or something, or one of my lawyer friends comes by, he can help us with that. They can help us with that. But I'd be interested to know how many different charges this type of activity would bring upon them. And it would shut down Act Blue, shut down all this stuff, see how much fake money, how they've lied to people. Man, this is huge.
Does this sound like genuine grassroots support to you? So let's break it down. These suspicious donations. First, we have Carolyn from New Jersey, living in an apartment and listed as unemployed. She somehow managed to donate over $53,000 through 5,998 separate donations since January 1st of 23. The bulk of the donations, 36,000, went directly to Act Blue across over 4,600 transactions. But it doesn't stop there. She also made donations to various Democrat campaigns and PACs, including Bob Casey for Senate, Jeffries for Congress, and Nancy Pelosi for Congress. So how does an unemployed person living in an apartment have this kind of money to throw around? Next, we have Sandra from California, also unemployed and living in an average house. She donated $30,000, or just over $30,000, ready for this, across 66,000, almost 6,800 donations. Again, the majority went to Act Blue, just over $19,000, over 4,870 donations. She also contributed to Rosen for Nevada, HMP, and even Harris for president. That's right, folks. Direct donations to Harris campaign from an unemployed individual. And then there is Thomas from Wisconsin. His listed address is just a plot of land, yet this unemployed donor managed to give, you ready for this? Just shy of $70,000 through 2,600 donations. A whopping almost 35,000 went to Act Blue in 1,600 separate transactions. He also donated.
This is huge, man. This is really huge. I mean, we cannot afford to let this be swept under the rug. Let's see, it's been hidden and not reported on by the bought out media. That's why. Yep, that's right, Heidi. All these Act Blue fraud schemes blow me away. They're so brazen. I know. Well, the more demoralized, the further down the road we get, the more society crumbles. The more they're confident to stand out in front and do dirty shit like this, and they just feel like they're gonna get away with it. Because that's the corruption is so deep at that point. They're like, oh yeah. I mean, that's why we see so much more boldness from the mainstream media, the establishment media, and just outright lying to people. Because they're not gonna listen to you guys call us on our lies anyway. So we'll just do it anyway. We'll make it real apparent now. We'll make it real apparent it's a witch hunt. We'll make it real apparent that we're completely snowing them and lying to them about everything. And then when we get caught, we'll like, what are you talking about? We don't know. And then we'll move on real quick and they'll forget. They got the whole psych warfare down.
To the Progressive Turnout Project, Retired Americans PAC, and once again, Harris for president. And then we also have here, this is Amy. Meet Amy from Oregon, another unemployed donor who somehow scraped together $42,000 for about 8,000 donations that Act Blue received. Okay. Now they received 29,000 from her across 5,500 transactions. She donated to AmeriPAC, Moms Fed Up, Elect Democratic Women. Now, my friends, these patterns are not just suspicious, they are downright alarming. So how are unemployed individuals making thousands of small donations totaling tens of thousands of dollars? And why are they spreading these donations across multiple Democrat campaigns and PACs? But it gets worse. Tony Saruga, another investigator, he found over 400,000 new Act Blue accounts created in just 30 days. Now take a look at some of the emails that were sent by the Harris campaign. They're practically begging for $1, $2, $3 donations, but there's a twist that reveals just how deep the rabbit hole goes. You ready? In this email, you can see right here, they're pushing hard for a measly $3 donation. They claim it could guarantee Joe and Kamala are reelected and prevent Donald Trump from becoming president again. Yeah. Well, here's another one. This time they are down to asking for just $1. They're using scare tactics, mentioning Trump's far-right billionaire donors and a supposed $50 million donation to Trump's super PAC. It's clear fear-mongering 101. But this last email is where things get really interesting. If you notice the name at the top, FJB. Now you might think that's just a random set of initials, but here's the kicker. The investigators deliberately seeded these initials into ActBlue's database. That's right, America. Tony Saruga and his team inserted tens of thousands of fake donors into ActBlue lists to track their activities, and lo and behold, here's one of the fake names showing up in an official email. This proves beyond a shadow of doubt that the Harris campaign is using these ActBlue lists for their fundraising efforts. They're sending personalized emails to names that don't even exist. But why are they so desperate for these tiny donations? It's not about the money, folks. It's about creating ActBlue accounts to facilitate what appears to be a massive scam. They're using these small donations to create a smokescreen of grassroots support, all while potentially funneling much larger sums through these seemingly innocent transactions. This isn't just clever marketing. This is deception on a grand scale, potentially violating campaign finance laws and misleading the American public. Now we have proof that they are reaching out to fake donors created by our own investigators. The question is, how many of their other donors are equally fictitious? But don't just take my word for it. James O'Keefe, a renowned investigative journalist, uncovered a shocking case. An 80-year-old man living on the outskirts of Washington, D.C., was listed as making over 31,000 individual contributions. 31,000 contributions. You ready for the grand total? $230,000. Let's watch this.
I'm about to call Garland Riggs. He's the excessive small amount donor. 31,073 individual contributions were made under his address. He's 80 years old. He lives on the outskirts of DC. So many people across the country. I'm going to call him and see if I can make a contribution in his name. See how he responds. He's either a victim of some type of conspiracy or he's a culprit himself. A lot of these phone numbers are available on white pages, on Google, and other apps where you can find people's phone numbers and information. Hey there, Mr. Riggs. Yep. James O'Keefe, just asking about those contributions we spoke on the phone. Have you donated to ActBlue in the past?
I don't believe so.
You're listed as someone who's given over 31,000 individual contributions to various causes for a total of $230,000 using your name in this address.
No, that's not us.
That's not you?
No.
Have you ever donated to ActBlue? Or...
I think my wife has, but nowhere near it.
Are you aware that people are using your name?
No.
Have you donated to ActBlue in the past?
I don't believe so.
You're listed as someone who's given over 31,000 individual contributions to various causes for a total of $230,000 using your name in this address. How much did you donate to ActBlue?
So would you say 1,000 a year?
Not 1,000? Would the FEC records say that you've given $230,000?
No.
It appears that someone else may be committing a crime using your address. I'll email you that information, the FEC records.
Well, do you think you can find at least some of these individuals?
That's what I do, sir.
God bless James O'Keefe.
Right?
Did you see that? The man had no idea his name was being used for these donations. This isn't just fraud. It is identity theft on a massive scale. But wait, there's more. Another victim in Franklin, Tennessee, was shocked to learn she allegedly made about 2,100 donations totaling just over $17,000 to ActBlue between 2018 and 2022. Watch.
Since 2022, I have here just to the organization ActBlue that you donated 865 times throughout the year, totaling of $5,863.
No way.
And then 2021, you donated 1,103 times, worth about $7,997.
Not at all.
And 2020, this might be possible because low number. 2020, 205 times, worth $3,071.09.
That sounds more logical. I don't. The other one.
And then from 2018 to 2019, just 9 times, about $160.
Yeah.
Okay. But so total, I have from 2018 to 2022 total. You donated 2,182 times, worth of $17,092.82.
We're retired school teachers. We don't have that big of a pile.
Wow. And in New Orleans, another unsuspecting victim This retired teacher on Social Security was stunned to hear that they supposedly donated over $29,000 in thousands of small donations. Watch.
Last year in 2022, it showed that you donated 1,113 times. So like four times a day.
No, that's not possible.
About 13,347
4 times a day.
No, sir, that's not possible.
And the year before that, in 2021, 715 times, about $6,957.90.
No, sir. No, sir. Did not.
Okay, and then 2020, 839 times, about $6,983.10.
No, sir.
To the cat
Just
shirt.
then from 2016 to 2022, just total in that year about $29,107.
I don't have that kind of money, sir. I'm on Social Security. I don't have that kind of money to donate.
Okay.
Sir,
Wow.
that's not even possible. I don't even get on my phone or the internet that much. I have donated to political parties in the past. I do that, but there's no way on earth I donate 6 times a day to somebody.
Right.
So they start with an account, low numbers, and then they just exploit the accounts.
Yeah, I'll put the link out
Now, these
there.
are not
Heidi.
isolated incidents. This appears to be a systemic
let's
abuse of
wrap this up.
ActBlue's platform, potentially orchestrated by the Harris campaign to create an illusion of widespread grassroots support. The implications are staggering, and if the allegations are true, we're looking at a massive campaign finance violation.
Like
This is not just about inflating numbers; it's about deceiving the American people and potentially laundering money through thousands of fake small donations.
How long have they
The
been doing
scandal
this?
raises serious questions about the integrity of Kamala Harris's campaign and the Democrat fundraising machine as a whole.
Right. And well, no, let's go back. How long have they been doing this? We're just catching on now. I don't think they just started doing this. I think they just got caught.
So how deep does this go? How many more unsuspecting Americans have had their identities used without their knowledge? That's a question we need to answer. If you got value from this report, tap subscribe. It's time for my final thought.
Okay, final thoughts from
America,
Gary.
what we've uncovered here is not just a scandal. It's a full-blown assault on our democratic process. The Kamala Harris campaign through ActBlue appears to be orchestrating a massive fraud, manipulating donation data to create a false illusion of grassroots support. So this goes far beyond typical political maneuvering. It's potential identity theft, financial fraud, and a mockery of our election system.
Mm-hmm.
Marco Rubio's call for an FEC probe back in April of 2023, it was a start, but it's not nearly enough. We need a full congressional investigation right now. The integrity of our elections is at stake. Every American, regardless of party, should be outraged, and we must demand transparency, accountability, and justice because our republic depends on it.
Yes. Good job, Gary.
Congratulations. You made it to the end of the video.
All right. Gary, awesome job. Old Ron Paul guy there. He's been around forever. I'm going to put that link out to this video right now. Let me grab it for you. Get the share here. Copy. All right. And hey, guess what, guys? I do have one more bonus video for good news because I found the one I was talking about with the golf one. So here's a shortened version of it. And like I said, no hard feelings against Benny or anybody else that, you know, I did a review on in terms of the assassination case coverage, because like I said, we're all on the same team. So here's a Benny video. He did a great job on this one. I love it. It's a lot of fun. Wait till you guys see this. This is great. You're going to love it. I'm going to put it on the big screen. There we go. Okay. Ready? No. Let's see here. We'll just watch the whole thing. Let's go.
I mean, look at that.
That's a perfect drive. Yeah, but it was 50 yards further.
Golf is easy when you get it drives like that, I'm telling you.
What's up, guys? Your boy, Benny. I will never pretend to be something that I'm not. And something that I'm not is a sports guy, okay? We don't know much about... I live like a mile from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Stadium. I don't know who the quarterback for the team is. I don't play golf. I literally am in the studio day and night. And if I'm not in the studio, I'm with my kids for the precious time I get with them every single day. So I'm not playing golf. The closest I came to playing golf was actually at Trump Doral, of all places, because we went there for our Trump Cribs episodes, and we showed you what it was like at Trump Doral playing golf. Now, this is something that was actually really an awesome experience, but it also lends to the president's love of the game of golf, and that like universe is something that I can blend together. Okay, so Donald Trump plus golf is something that I can get down with. All right. Now that's like the intersection of where we're at. Like memes like this of President Trump posting this on Truth Social. Is it memes like this that got Joe Biden to drop out. It probably is. Bam. Bonk. Yeah, Donald Trump at Doral making fun of Joe Biden. Here's a watch him send a bomb here, Soleimani style.
Boom, 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 and
boom.
Oh, I got the swing looks like 4 more years.
Yeah.
You think Biden can do that? You can't reach the D.
And famously, during the debate, and after the debate, Donald Trump challenged Joe Biden to a golf game.
What he says he is, and take a look at what he is. Look, I'd be happy to have a driving contest with him. The reason I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6. But by the way, I'm happy to play golf if you carry your own bag.
Such a great.
You can do it.
That's the biggest lie. That he's a 6 handicap of all.
I was an 8 handicap. 8.
8, 6,
So I
8,
had- you know,
10.
Well, I've seen you swing. I know you swing.
You-
Let's
you know,
not act like children.
President Trump, we're going to
21
turn.
Let's not act like children.
I see your swing. I know your swing. Okay.
Nice.
All right. That gets us to the point of today's video. This is a man who is a very successful golfer. His name is Bryson DeChambeau. He's from America. He's an American golfer. He's from Modesto, California. He's number 3
Number
in the
3
world right
okay.
now. So he's
Number
one of
3 in the
best-
world.
one of the best golfers out there. And he's got a successful little career going.
Oh,
He
he
decided to golf with
doesn't count.
President Trump for charity. That video is the number 1 video on all of YouTube right now. Number 1 trending video on all of YouTube. Okay, with almost 7 million views.
Wow.
And he's got a rip-roaring channel. It is an incredible video. And what most people are saying about this video is that Donald Trump's a freaking awesome golfer because he's golfing with one of the best golfers on earth. I've seen your swing. You have no swing from the debate. It's actually surprising how good at golf Trump was. He's an amazing golfer, especially for his age. Watch the whole video if you want to seriously be shocked at how well he hit it.
It really is
Not
a lot
political,
of fun.
so avoid the nonsense.
After
I
you
watched
see
Bryson
like the
break 50 with
highlights
Trump.
here,
They landed on 50.
you'll be
Most
like,
shocking
"No,
development.
watch the
Trump
whole
ain't lying
thing."
about his golf game. He's solid. Had solo birdie, solo eagle. Every drive was down the middle. Solid putter. I thought he was BSing. Trump's crazy good at golf and finished the whole episode. I'd only seen clips. Very impressive. Despite what some people are saying, Trump putted extremely well with Bryson. Sure, only a couple dropped, but he never left himself to come back really solid. So golfers, like golf guys are clearly very impressed with this. Trump played incredibly well with Bryson, driving iron, putts too. Soloed both eagle and birdie, red tee format. Drew spin, force, and will shove the putt left and in. Everybody watched him play with Bryson. Very impressive. Okay. So my team was impressed with this, the golfers on our team, and put together the compilation of the best of from Bryson and Trump. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy and more of this. Okay. It's kind of amazing stuff that we need right now. Maybe I'll start golfing someday when I stop working. See ya.
Oh, beautiful. Come on. Oh, what a shot. Partner. Great shot. That's how you do it right there. Gosh.
You think Biden can do that? I don't know. We had an argument about golf. Can you believe it?
I saw him on CNN.
I don't even know if Bryson can do that.
I don't think I can do that. If President Trump gets inside of me, I don't know what's going on.
Flat or downhill?
I love uphill when they're fast greens and pure greens. If it's downhill, the ball seems to fall down the fall line a little bit. So sometimes it's easier downhill for me.
I think it's easier to make it downhill.
To make it, yeah. But you may leave yourself a 3-4 footer past the hole sometimes. So you got to closer your shot. That's awesome.
Probably it's an easier putt too.
Top 5 songs of all time.
Yeah.
Do you have that?
Well, I have a great playlist. I have a playlist that's.
What do you got here?
So this is stuff that wouldn't have happened years ago. This is all good stuff. Yeah. It's too old for you, but I will tell you.
What's your favorite? Frank Sinatra, right?
Well, I have a lot of Frank Sinatra. Yeah. We'll play this when we're finished breaking this record, if that ever happens.
Time to say goodbye. I love it. I love it.
All right, partner, good shot.
25 feet.
What do you see there, Neville?
So I think I like your right here.
I love that line.
Right?
Perfect line. Going. Go, Randall. Dang it. Oh my gosh.
It shows a little more break than you thought, right?
It definitely does. That was a great putt. That's good.
Thank you.
25 feet down the hill.
See it.
Nice, bro. How you doing?
Go, break.
That's great.
Oh my gosh.
That's a great putt.
I'll take that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Get up there. Get up. Yes. Way to go. That way, partner. Do I even have to hit? Oh my gosh.
Okay.
He was walking it in. 7 iron. Oh, be good.
Man, is that good?
Be good.
Wow.
Okay. I'll take that all day. Those are two great shots.
7 iron level. I'll tell you, when you're uphill, it's much longer.
It is.
You know, it's.
But you hit a great drive there.
15.
I played it like 220.
Yeah.
That was kind of my thing. 210 to play 220. Do a nice drive on the green. Should be good. And then I had a nice 7 iron up there. You've hit it inside me a couple times today,
I don't know.
actually.
This could be, but I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. Oh, look at that. I think you might.
Those are two good ones. It was more. It was more at the pin, but
I think you might be closer. Can you believe that?
who's closer?
Great call,
oh,
Judge.
My goodness. What a shot. Nice.
That's great.
Well, eagle opportunity.
Yeah.
Let's get it back. Sometimes the straightest putts are the hardest ones.
Well, did you notice it straightens out at the very end?
Mm-hmm.
Probably. You know, I like to make, when I do two courses, I like to make them equal. So we opened the other one 10 years before.
Yeah.
And it was a great success from day one.
Yeah.
And then I said, let's make this one a links because, you know, to have two parklands, like at Waltersville, it's two parklands, right?
Yep.
You might as well, you can do what you want, you know, so we make it a links and there's something nice about it. Look at that stuff. See that just grows. See the trees in there?
That's
they grow
awesome.
naturally. They grow
Trump
naturally.
needs a winning
you can
edge.
take them, put them out here. You have the nicest trees in the country.
Unbelievable.
That's a maple right there.
I love it.
Just grows.
Greatest drink in the
You know
world.
why? It's a very vibrant part of the world. This man can putt, let me tell you. He's driving the ball, but I may be more impressed with his putting.
Diabolical hole, but we're looking to get after it here. Come on, let's see a striped drive. Yeah, beautiful.
That's good. Right in that area is good.
Solid. Short of the bunker there. Yep, just short. You're good.
If you go just a little left of the caddy, you are perfect because it sort of kicks left.
Ah, I see.
That was a big one, huh?
That's the first eagle that I didn't contribute to whatsoever. Who's the most impressive celebrity that you've met personally?
Well, I know, I guess all celebrities in terms of a certain age, but I know them all. And Sinatra. The only one I didn't know was Elvis. I never met Elvis. Elvis
Trump
was
is
one of the
hanging
greats,
with the
right?
number 3
But
golfer in the
Michael
world.
Jackson very well lived in one of my buildings. Had his honeymoon at Mar-a-Lago. All
really
very
cool.
different people.
Yeah, it's a great challenge to see what you can do on a golf course, and that's why I love it. I came up with it because I shot 58, and I did it with Grant. Excuse me, I did it with Garrett Clark, GM Golfs. We shot 56, and we're like, whoa, can we shoot 50? Can we break 50? And that was how the series started, was we just asked the question, can we break 50? And I did it with Garrett, and we shot 50 the first time, and we haven't broke it since. I've had Sergio on, I've had Paige on.
Why with Sergio? How good he is, right?
Oh, we were awesome. It's just
why didn't it just didn't work? Huh?
It didn't work. There was a couple holes that were too long. We actually played the whites. We didn't play the reds because we thought it would be too short.
It's better.
We thought, we want to give ourselves a really good challenge, and
there's an old landmark bridge that we moved.
That's awesome.
A different
So you kept it.
Part of the property.
That's awesome. Look at that, 1928, WM Pantley. Wow, that's awesome.
Great stuff, right?
I love the history part of this whole part of the country. It's awesome.
This is a great part of the country.
Where's your favorite place to go in the world?
So you love Scotland because it's Turnberry. Turnberry got rated #1 in the world, as you know, which is very hard when I own something that it gets rated #1 in the world. Some people don't like it.
Very impressive.
You understand?
Yeah, it's
for me to
impressive.
get #1 in the world. And in Ireland, we have a place, Unrig, which is phenomenal.
I've been there. I was there last year, actually.
I know.
It was
Right?
awesome.
Don't you love it?
Yeah, I had a great time there. That's great. Okay, we have a par 5 here, folks. I don't know where to go yet, but we'll figure it out. We need eagle. We have to have eagle here.
So we are right down the middle, partner.
All right, Mr. President, let's see it. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Can you guys believe that driving?
So right over the
the
caddy
caddy?
side, yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, that was fun. Fun way to end the good news of the week. Yeah, I mean, I was really impressed. That seemed like a good time. I probably need to send that video to my dad. He would enjoy that very much. So it's an hour video. You can see him play every hole. It's on Bryson DeChambeau on his channel. It's cranking. It's a cranking video. Hey. Right on. All right. So, you know what time it is now, right, guys? Well, let's let oh my God. Where's it at? All right, here we go. Yes, funny videos. Here we go. First up tonight, the Hodge twins. They always bring the comedy full force. Let's go.
Yeah, I got a new show for y'all. Had a damn good show. These are pics that Kamala Harris did not want black voters to see. First picture. This is her with her mom, her family. She don't have a 40 in her hand. She's not smoking a blunt. She ain't got no Timberlands on, and she ain't sagging her pants around her ankles. Hey, keep that picture up. Like she's actually wearing Indian garb. She's even got the dot on her forehead.
Hey, Suzanne, how you doing? Over there, Rumble.
With the Democrats, she black. That's a black woman. That's a black African family right there. Hey, is that a dude with the hair on his chest? I thought that was a woman. That's a dude right there. That's a dude who's got a receding hairline, Kevin. Well, I thought it was a woman for a second because he's got narrow shoulders. Let's go to the next picture. Hey, that's an African-American family. That's her with a Jewish white husband and his 2 kids. It's funny how she's never had kids. Huh. That I know of. I couldn't find anything. That's kind of weird. Yeah. Wonder why she didn't have kids. Maybe this marriage is not as... Hey. That's a conspiracy theory. He is a Jew. Y'all know that, right? Hey, let's go to the next picture. This is her dad. Y'all starting to connect the dots? Yeah, this is her dad. Hey, look, do black people look like this? Yeah. On my side of the family, my dad's side of the family, a bunch of watered down half Negroes. That's why I look the way I look, because I'm not 100% black. Yeah. This dude, okay, does he have black in him? Yeah. Okay, probably, but not much. He's biracial. Hey, there's some speculation that her father, he's got some lineage. He's actually a descendant of slavery. I mean, that owned slaves. Oh, really? Yeah. I went to PolitiFact, and PolitiFact could not deny or confirm that any of it was true or if it's not true. But they marked it as false until they... No, they didn't mark it as anything. He said when they get all the facts, they update the... which pretty much saying that he's more likely she owned slaves to her family. From her dad's side, yeah. Hey, bring up her dad again, the next picture of her dad. Yeah. Okay, this is her dad. Look at his hair. Just laying down. That ain't curls or nothing. It's like his eyebrows, just laying down. Black people's hair don't look like that. Well, if you need proof, I can take my hat off. I can turn around. Back here, that nappy is hair. Hey, bring back up the picture of dad. Hair just laying down. He got that good hair. He got that good hair. You know how he got that good hair? Good hair falls out. Yeah. Hey, let's go to the next picture. See, Obama, he's biracial. Yeah. So that hair just laying down. The hair just laying down. He ain't trying to fade that or nothing. He lays down. He ain't wearing a wave cap. Waves going. He just fine, just the way it is. He just lay it down. Look, I ain't got to put nothing in his hair. I just wake up and go. Yeah, they claim he was the first black president. Yeah, he's biracial. He's not black. He's biracial. Yeah. I mean, that's just, when you say he's black, that's missing a lot of context. And it should be fact checked. He's not the first black president. He's the first person of color to be president. But to call him to say he's black, after all that work his grandparents put in, his white grandparents put in and raising that boy, and his mama had to do, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you're just going to say he's first black president when his black father took over.
Yeah, it's not, they don't care. It's just black looking. Right? It's all about looking. It's all about looks. It's not about heritage anymore. Like I said, when the word cause issues is when race became color, right? When they changed race from being where you're from to what you most look like, right?
Get back to Kamala's family. Like Kamala and her father are not close. They're estranged. Yeah. And it's like if that's her black side of the family supposedly. Yeah. Why are they not on the campaign trail together? Why isn't he not standing up and expressing his blackness? There's a animosity between them two. No, but I think they want to keep that hidden. Yeah. I don't think he's really, probably got black in him, but I don't think it's much. From what I heard on the internet, just speculation. When she went on the Breakfast Club and only claimed her black side because she smokes weed, it offended her dad a lot because he's Jamaican. And he said, you're associating Jamaicans with just a bunch of weed, bunch of pot smokers. That's the only time you bring me up is when you said because you smoke weed. Yeah. That really offended her dad. Her father works at Stanford. Yeah. This ain't your typical run-of-the-mill. Yeah. Ian. Yeah, her father, from what I was reading in that PolitiFact chat, he don't agree with identity politics. That's why they're so estranged and they're not on the same. I would love to see get an interview of him. Yeah. I'm gonna pull a Trump. No, Trump said Obama wasn't not a man. Man. Don't do it. I want to see the birth certificate. No, man. I want to see the birth certificate of this man. Why? He's Jamaican. He's an immigrant. No, but they claim he's black. I mean, I never really understood, like, when I told other black people I was black, sometimes it pissed them off. It's like, you ain't black, man. You're like biracial. Yeah. I was like, both my parents are black. I said, well, both of them was biracial. That's, you know, it's both our parents. It's like, I would think Democrats would stop wanting watered down Negroes. You know,
oh, they good enough.
No, y'all get to get the real one.
No full-fledged Negro running this country. The left or the right don't want that.
You don't think so?
No. Not because they're racist, both sides are racist. It's because black people's track record. I said it out loud. I shouldn't say it, but I said
it. Shouldn't have said it.
Why would they do this?
What's wrong with you? Keith, this country's come a long way.
Look, the only time they say they first black president is Obama. He's raised by great white people.
So what you saying, if Martin Luther King was alive today and he was running as a conservative, he wouldn't be you don't think he'd get the nomination?
He probably would. Because he actually stood for something. That's
not if Charlie Kirk is around. He said that dude's a Marxist. Not if Charlie Kirk's around. You see what Charlie Kirk said about Martin Luther King?
Yeah, there's a two-time socialist.
Yeah.
Well, he ain't saying those words, but
you'd be surprised at the stuff they bring up on you when you're black. Even if your name is Martin Luther King.
Hey, man, where we going with this? We talking about that Kamala.
Yeah, she ain't black. I'm telling you.
Yeah, look, what we talking about Martin Luther King? We got to cut all that out.
No, we don't. This is good.
Man,
this is real.
We need to stay on topic.
No, we on topic. Let me get to the topic. Shut your mouth.
Like, well, let me go back to what I said.
Hey, hold up. I was going to say something. Let me say it. Like,
so funny together.
Are there black people that look like Kamala? Some of the black people do look like Kamala.
Where?
On my daddy's side of the family, all them blue, green-eyed Negroes walk around, white in the face, got hair just laying down.
But that's not black. That's biracial.
That's what I'm saying. They're biracial. So my question is for you black people. Why y'all accepting these watered-down Negroes? Don't y'all get tired of passing people off as black when they're not black? Kamala is not black at all.
The only time she's black is when she's on the Breakfast Club. or when she's talking to Taraji P. Henson. That's the only time she's black. Seriously. She's married to a Jewish white guy.
What's that vernacular they say in the black community? Not
all kinfolk is not kinfolk.
Yeah.
Why y'all say that about black conservatives, but you don't say it for a woman who made a career in locking up black folks?
Well, she's a Democrat. They give her a pass.
Yeah, but that's the stupidity of people colonists.
Yeah.
Y'all saying that this country is systemically racist. And to a certain extent, I agree. I don't think it has anything to do with race. I just think the system is out to hold a certain demographic of people doing certain things down doing
criminals?
And exploits black people, right?
Well, no, it's not. Systemic racism doesn't exist, but there's a system in place to ensure that black people are not successful, and they're called Democrats.
That's what people explain it for.
Yeah, you screwing it up.
But y'all not willing.
You need to get your stuff in order, man.
Thank you.
You conservative. You're supposed to be better than this.
I'm not perfect. But you shut up.
These Republicans, they ain't taking no watered down Negro conservative neither. You gotta get your stuff together.
Well, they ain't appointed not one person to be vice president is a person of color too. And I don't see anybody in the far future that they're gonna pick.
Yeah, they had to go.
So all the black people that think that she has your best interest because she might be a shade of black, or
she is using y'all.
She is using y'all for votes. She is part of that systematic racism system that y'all been trying to point out to everybody. Yeah. She locked up on how many black folks just for smoking weed.
Hey, you know how the black people when we came out as conservative,
very true, man. We gotta fix that.
I don't want nothing to do with the Negroes.
Yeah, but y'all took our card. Why don't y'all take her card? Seriously, she's not even black.
Yeah, I'm actually black, and you took my card. Y'all actually gave a non-black woman the black card.
Yeah, we're biracially black. Yeah, we have some black, but
I'm biracially black who thinks like a conservative white man.
Yeah, the reason why I say she's not black, like my kids, like I'm 50% black according to Ancestry.com, and my wife's Latina, Native American. We got our kids' DNA check. Months.
That's what it's got to be.
Comes back 20% African. That's what probably her dad is. Yeah. That's what Kamala is.
But he's not African.
That's not enough. That's not enough Negro for me.
I got to fact check you.
He's not African. He's Jamaican.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. But he's probably got some black in him.
Yeah, he's got some African ancestry.
Hey, why you keep killing my points?
He's born in Jamaica.
Hey, Kevin, I get that. I'm not disagreeing with that. But why you killing my stuff over here?
You're spreading misinformation. And I just fact check you in real time.
Hey, Kevin.
I'm doing my job as a journalist.
I'm saying he's got some black
you out. You spread misinformation. He's not African. He's Jamaican.
These guys are a trip.
You know,
I'd love to hang out with these guys for a night, man. They'd be so funny.
They probably
nonstop laughs.
Okay, I get that, Kevin. Yeah. So, but you see what my point is, right?
Nope. What's your point?
Okay, he's Jamaican. He's got some black in him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then he gets with an Indian woman.
Mm-hmm.
My point is, she's probably got about 20% Negro blood Because I point out the example of me and my kids. I'm 50%. Yeah. Right. Yeah. And then she's got a full, you're studying fool. The mother is Latina, ain't got no black in her. My kids are like 20% black, according to Ancestry.
They're 20% everything.
Yeah, like 20 here, 30 this, 40 that. 20%. It was the.
Man, why are you studying so much?
No, man.
What you calm your
just killing my vibe over here.
Calm your black ass down.
You killing my thunder, man.
Man, you kicking that dead horse. Your kid's a mutt. Who gives a shit?
That's what I'm saying. Kamala's a mutt.
Yeah.
She is not black.
Yeah, she just. See, we try to talk to black people, but it's like come to a brick wall. And it frustrates you because you're trying to show them the light and they won't.
They're using you as a voter. They always have.
You people can't see the forest for the damn tree. You can't see the feet for the toes. You can't see the man for the shoulders.
What you talking about? You can't see.
I get up all kinds of quotes over here.
You can't see the pills for the bottle.
Avapor One, what's up? How you doing?
Show's over.
All right.
Look, everybody, inflation is out of.
So, yeah, give it a shot. Give it a shot. Give the truth a shot here, or give your truth a shot. We'll see. We'll see what's going on here. I mean, I typically, if you're not over the top, I'm cool with it. Let's see. All right. So yeah, Hodge twins, man. These guys are always so they're so funny, man. All right. Yeah, I love those guys too, man. They're awesome. All right. So our next video. I haven't seen this one yet.
Kamala for president. I'm so excited. She's our nominee. Wow, there's a lot going on. So Biden had to step out. He can't run anymore because he's mentally impaired. And that mentally impaired man endorsed Kamala for president. Makes sense to me. Kamala's our guy. Kamala, I'm with her. That's what we're saying now, right? We want Kamala. We want Kamala. She's going to fight that evil Trump to save our democracy. And get this, she's the nominee because the DNC took away Biden's support, money, and delegates to push him out. He then wrote a resignation letter from being the nominee to officially step down. And it had a forged signature on it. That's not an insurrection, is it? And then suddenly the delegates pick Kamala as their nominee for president instead of the voters having anything say in it. That's how they do it in North Korea, which is fine because sometimes it's just easier and faster to do it that way. And the result of that whole process is Kamala being the Democratic nominee for president. She'll be in charge of saving our democracy. She'll do a good job of it. She'll be a great president. She's got experience meeting with important heads of state. And when she meets with leaders, she knows how to dive right into the most important matters of world politics.
I want to welcome these leaders for coming in to have this very important discussion about some of the most pressing issues of our time. I am Kamala Harris. My pronouns are she and her. I am a woman sitting at the table wearing a blue suit.
She nailed it. That suit was blue. It was very blue. She did forget to tell them that she's wearing a black mask, though. But those people there probably cracked that mysterious code by using their vision. I'd like to see Trump go against Kamala in a debate. She would demolish him.
Today is today. And yesterday was today, yesterday. Tomorrow will be today, tomorrow. So live today. So the future today will be as the past today. As it is tomorrow.
Right? She speaks in these parables. It's like listening to the deep wisdom of Lao Tzu speaking in Chinese. Trump wouldn't have a clue what she's saying, which would make him look like a fool. If they had a debate tomorrow, which will be today, tomorrow, she would wipe the floor with him. Trump would be shell-shocked. Like the day after the debate, Trump would be looking back at what happened yesterday, which was today, yesterday, and what he should be doing today, which will be tomorrow's yesterday. You know, I remember back when people were first trying to figure out what was going on with the Russia-Ukraine war. People were like, what's Russia? What's Ukraine? Are those moons? What are they? But luckily, Kamala explained it all.
Ukraine is a country in Europe. It exists next to another country called Russia. Russia is a bigger country. Russia is a powerful country. Russia decided to invade a smaller country called Ukraine. So basically, that's wrong.
Right. So once you understand that those countries are countries, you can understand that's wrong. Now just imagine if she's president, that's the kind of perspective she would bring to all global situations that have people's lives in jeopardy. I would like to see that.
Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. She blocked evidence. She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California.
Well, but that's not so bad, right? Giving free labor by enslaving people. Anything else would be capitalism, and capitalism's wrong, right? It's wrong, right? It's wrong. That laugh is infectious, kind of like AIDS, but the good kind of AIDS, like from Magic Johnson, not the 1980s gay guy kind of AIDS. Oh, also don't forget that Kamala has been the border czar this whole time. She has expertly orchestrated a more secure open border than any other leader in U.S. history, and that's pretty good.
We are going to the border. We've been to the border. So this whole thing about the border, we've been to the border. We've been to the border.
You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe.
She actually has been to
That's
Europe,
called a straw
but definitely
man.
hasn't been to the border. And I think having never been there is exactly what's enabled her to do such a good job. It's like a telepathic, hands-on approach. It's kind of like how you can do a much better job of raising your kids if you never see them. Oh my goodness, look at that beautiful piece of art portraying Kamala.
Did you know that's made up of pictures of the black men she kept in prison beyond their sentences to use as free labor for the state of California?
No kidding. No, well, it's just a little enslavement. And you can't save a democracy without breaking some eggs. She's great. Kamala 2024, baby.
There you go. There you go. JP Sears, always a good laugh. All right, let's see here. Ava Poor on Rumble. Hold on, my kitten is trying his best to get up on the desk right now and just will not listen. It's a very hard-headed cat, man. Very hard-headed cat. I need a squirt bottle. I need a squirt gun or something. Okay, so what did you say here? You asked if you okay, so a little bit of religious talk here. I'm recognizing the rhetoric though in it. I'm trying to put my finger on it. I know this line of thought. I don't know. I can't remember what the name of it is though. What is your religious organization, Ava? I can't. I know the name of it. That's why I was like, I know this. I've seen this line before, but I'm just not sure what. It's the whole like I think reformist kind of Bible, like reform. I don't know. A reformist Christian group or something like that. It's like Father Yahweh to the meaning of Baal, and they just changed his name to Messiah, Yeshua, Messiah. The Vatican named Jesus Christ. To the Vatican nickname Jesus Christ. Yeah, so this is I've seen this before. The people who believe that Jesus' real name is Yeshua. I guess can't put my name on the is it Jehovah's Witnesses? Is that what it is? I didn't want to go there. I didn't think it was Jehovah's Witnesses right off the top of my head. But I think there was another name for it, but I can't remember it. But anyways, yeah, this is Winning Saturday Night. And what we do on Winning Saturday Night is we get together, we go over the good news of the week, and we watch funny videos. And I have more serious talks during the week. You probably want to check out Unveiling Reality Wednesday nights. We don't get into a lot of religious talk, but when you see the Outer Veil series, that's going to go into good and evil. That's going to go into some more religious type topics. So definitely follow and hit thumbs up for me. And so that way, and hit the bell so that way you get alerted. And when you see Unveiling Reality, the Outer Veil series, which I do sporadically, that's the series where you're gonna, that kind of conversation can come into play. But right now we're gonna continue on with the funny videos. Right now, that's the segment that we're in. That's what we're doing. All right, so we got a theme going here, and we got a few more in that theme. Yeah, like this is probably the last. I think this is the last one of the theme. So we've done a lot of hot Kamala Harris tonight. All right. Here we go. This is just memes. These are pretty funny. Hold on. I probably need to slow it down because you got to read. You actually got to read these. Sorry to make you guys work. All right. You need to vote for someone that zero of you wanted to be the nominee. Oh God, it's got the music. Oh. Okay, so they're gonna have goofy music through this whole thing. So I need my own goofy music. Madcore, here's another song that I made. It was inspired by Outpost Nerd's mom. Oh wait, now she talks. Damn it. All right. I thought these were all written. They put that goofy music on.
Border secure.
See her?
The border is
secure.
We're gonna have 2 million people across this border for the first time ever. You're confident this border is secure?
The border is secure.
Good space. Surrounded by portraits. Extraordinary American presence.
I know, like millions of Americans know, when you get knocked down, you get back up.
Is that the way you thought it was gonna go? Nope.
Mama got to live too married, had a glass or two.
When Ben Franklin was asked, as he emerged from the convention going on,
Just having some fun. She said, "Hey, Mrs. Claus, bring me some rum."
There you go. That's the one right there.
I have to counter the misinformation. You already hear folks talking about the border czar. She wasn't the border czar. President Biden tapped Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris, to be the border czar.
Now, she wasn't the border czar. That's what Republicans labeled her.
They were very critical of Kamala Harris, especially in her role as border czar.
Now what she's up against is folks lying about her border record, calling her a border czar.
Kamala Harris, who was
These people didn't even know she was border czar. Everybody knows she was the border czar. Except for those people. Okay, that was it. All right, that was it. that one was a little painful to get through because I had to I didn't realize the music was so bad. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Great to see you. Oh, cool. Awesome. Thank you. All right, here we go. Check this out. How video games are made in the current year. This is good. It's probably copyrighted too, right?
I can't believe we've got jobs doing this. I know. And my mom said I would never get anywhere with these games. Is that the latest build? Yeah. We're really proud of it.
The art is finalized. Jumpy the hamster can even pick up treasures now as he embarks on an epic quest to save the royal family of Hammerlawn from an evil dark
That guy looks like he would be like T-Rex's little brother or something.
wizard.
And as you can see, Jumpy runs, jumps, collects stuff, and beats bad guys. Simple family fun.
Guys, it's perfect. Ah, there you are. Gentlemen, meet our new DEI consultant. She's here to fix your game.
But I thought you said it was perfect.
No, that's just an expression.
Hello, everyone. I'm Leslie Perkins, she, her, and I am here to make sure your game is as diverse and culturally sensitive as possible.
I guess that doesn't sound too bad.
Ultra Jump Hamster Legend is incredible. I love the way your guy, he just jumps everything. But there is just one tiny little thing. Can we make him not jump?
I was wrong.
He has to jump. The game is called Ultra Jump Hamster Legend because of the jumping.
Well, jumping is ableist. Okay, so what if someone out there can't jump? They're playing the game and they're thinking, this hamster can jump and I can't. Okay?
Well, that doesn't make any sense. I like playing Pac-Man even though I don't take a bunch of pills all the time. Okay, bad example, but my point stands.
Okay, next, instead of a hamster, let's make him a strong woman of ambiguous ethnic background. That's like an instant positive review in Kotaku.
Yes. Wait, Kotaku is still in business?
But again, it's called Ultra Jump Hamster Legend.
Guys, look, just remember, this is going to help our game reach a wider audience.
No, it won't, but it will make us feel like we're good people.
It will make us feel like good people.
Okay, next, I noticed that Jumpy collects treasure.
That's my favorite part.
This seems to promote the colonial appropriation of artifacts from indigenous cultures.
Well, I mean,
It's
the
for teaching a
treasures are
lot.
just golden slices of cheese.
In college.
What if your players are lactose intolerant?
Well,
Oh,
you
no.
don't eat the cheese in real life. He just walks over it and it says cheesecake.
Bottom line, the treasures are gone.
I never should have left Sonic Team.
Let's move on to the game's plot. I thought it was cute how you get your little jumpy to run through the levels to the Wizard's Tower, but I couldn't help but notice that this game doesn't have any commentary on the plight of the trans immigrant community.
Again, it's called Ultra Jump Hamster Legend because he's a hamster.
Okay, was a hamster. Now he is a strong woman fighting for representation in the trans immigrant community. Okay, no, hold on, wait. I'm just spitballing here. But should we change it to a commentary on climate change?
Well, we could make the climate change like a season pass where you could pay for $59.99 or something.
Also, there's no gay stuff in the game.
Well, it's for kids, so.
Yeah, hence the gay stuff.
All of these changes totally break gameplay.
Gameplay.
You see what I have to work with here?
Can you believe this guy?
I know this guy.
This guy.
You are a guy, right? I mean, you know what? I should have asked. I'll report myself to HR.
Have you had it with the questionable content targeting your kids? I have. Check out TruePlay, the mobile app that builds character and nurtures faith. TruePlay features
There you
dozens of world-class.
All right. Never could tell with this the Babylon B videos, and sometimes they keep going. Like I've gotten caught like taking off screen too fast. All right. I think this one is the this is hilarious, by the way. I just hope this one works. I hope that this isn't like, well, it'll be fine. We're gonna enjoy it. This is hilarious. These impressions are really good. So if you like impressions, you're gonna love this stuff right here.
From his surprise appearance on Kill Tony.
Right now I'm working at Trader Joe's.
What are you doing at Trader Joe's?
Just like
Trader Joe, that's what we call this guy. He's sold out this country.
To the sketches on Gillian Keeves and SNL, the Shane Gillis Donald Trump impression gets funnier every time you see it.
To take Trump and make it not hacky, it takes a lot of skill.
Thanks, dude.
And these are 16 of the funniest Shane Gillis Trump moments. Starting off with the original story of the Trump impression from Shane's first special.
It's not hard to do Trump. It's very, all you have to do just do that. Do that a second off from where it should be in the sentence. You don't have to sound like him. All you have to do is like get his cadence down. It's very easy. All you have to do is like describe something and then say you described it that way. That's it. It's every time. Like, what a big room this is. I walked in here. I said, wow, what a big room. That's it. Every time. The easiest way to do Trump is like the speech Trump when he's doing a rally.
Okay.
Because it's just in the back of your throat.
Okay.
The greatest country.
The greatest country.
Okay.
A little bit.
The greatest country.
Don't do this. Do this.
The greatest country.
Don't move at all. Only move your hand.
All right. Don't move my body.
If you're sitting,
Move your shoulders, just your
all right.
hands.
If you're
The
sitting,
greatest country.
the best country.
The best country.
Wow, what a country.
Wow, what a country.
A lot of Asians.
A lot of Asians.
Maybe too many Asians.
Maybe too
There
many
might be
Asians.
too many Asians. Yeah.
Maybe too many Asians. I don't know.
Ari Shafir, what a loser this guy is.
Yes.
He's 70 years old, this guy. They tell me how old he is. He can't be this old. He is this old. That's amazing.
That's great.
That's amazing.
Thanks.
That's amazing. That's very good.
We got to get you and Biden, you doing Trump together.
President Joe Biden and President Donald Trump for the remainder of the show. This is one of those moments we will never forget. Oh, there's the lovely Heidi, everybody.
Oh, hey. What a great lady. I talked to her backstage and wonderful woman. The dits are real.
Excuse me. A lot of people are saying her tits are fake. They're not fake. I touched them. And great tits, wonderful tits, American tits. And that's the thing that we've lost under this administration. Where are the American tits anymore? 4 years ago, there were American tits. Now there's no American tits. Mexican tits. Mexican tits are streaming up the border and no one's stopping it. Fentanyl tits. Fentanyl. Unimaginable what's happened to this country.
We're fine. Hey, I smelled her tits too. They're great. Everything's great. We're fine now. We were fine then. We're fine. Hey, you're the sucker. I bet I can smell her. I bet I can do it first.
Joe, you're an idiot. Please stop.
Hey, say it to my face.
Mr. Trump, how do you feel about gay rights? I like it, but they're going a little overboard with the dancing. A lot of dancing. I don't know about that.
Trump,
going Matt and Shane's.
What's your love life like, Matt Sturm?
Pretty non-existent.
Last hookup you had, where was that? How long ago was that?
Connecticut.
Wow.
It was like 5 months ago or something. Yeah, it was a long time ago, yeah.
How? So you got pussy 5 months ago?
You could say that.
For a guy who collects bugs, frankly, that's not bad, honestly. A sad woman in Connecticut fucked the bug guy. And now she's watching this right now. She's at home going, I fucked that guy and he collects bugs in a jar.
Have you guys seen Jamie Foxx's Trump? It's the only Trump I've ever heard that's better than yours.
Oh, it's better?
Well, black people are better at things.
I don't think
This
it's
is the
better.
challenge. Jamie Foxx.
I don't just rotate. Yeah, I know the next couple. Nope.
He's a black guy. Black guys, they're okay. Pretty good.
You got a good Trump.
Your Trump's good. Oh, fuck.
Trump off. No,
Trump off.
Trump off.
Trump off.
A lot of people doing me. You're a very good impersonator.
Yeah, he's nice at it.
It's not bad. Joe DeRosa, what a pig. Disgusting pig. He
I would
can't
love to put the country on your shoulders, but Joe, it might slide off. I'm a very good comedian. I could be a comedian.
Wow. A lot of guys say Joe's built like a worm. I don't say that. But Joe is built like a worm. He looks like the Men in Black aliens grew up.
Very good, very good.
That was incredible.
We did it.
That's
Hey,
the only
but we can
impressions,
still
though. That's the only impressions
We can
I have.
still do something.
It'd be fun.
visually.
It
That
would be nice to do a white and
fire.
black Trump.
It would be fire.
That would be
dude.
It'd be nice to just
Can we do it?
two dudes that watched Trump enough that they adopted it, and then our lives,
It's
like just us going to a store.
dude.
Like,
I'd like mint skull. Do you have mint skull?
So you have a gun?
Yes, AR-15. I'm gonna get another one.
I do firmly believe every autistic man should own. Let's get this guy a bump stock. Why not?
Is that your first gun in AR-15?
It's my second. I have a Shadow Systems MR920L.
Jesus Christ.
When they say it like that, you know they mean business. And if you're at the Pittsburgh, fuck.
Shut the fuck up.
I had a few Bud Lights. I'm going to turn into Sleepy Joe in a minute. We're both going to be doing a Joe Biden impression.
I like to see it turn into me. Hit me, Red Band. Fuck, David, Red Band.
Red Band, you are a fucking idiot.
What are we at Dave and Buster's? What was that? Hey, congrats. You got the high score in skee ball again.
I've never played skee ball. I have never once played skee ball.
That's
Hey,
what you
T-Rex for
want?
somebody.
A guy who's never played skee ball, an American treasure? You don't even know who Harrison Ford is.
Oh, please.
So, Hans, who are you voting for in this upcoming election? Everybody here wants to know. They're both of the candidates are right here.
I would love to vote for Kim Jong-un, but I guess I'm in America, so I think Trump is the most Kim Jong-un type of guy that I could vote for.
Oh.
I respect him in my Korean soul.
Is that where you are? I was trying to figure it out.
I'm Korean.
All right.
South Korean. Thank you for
gross. Ew. Joe, there's a lot of scientists out there. There's these guys that come in here, they talk to you, they don't know what they're saying. They talk to you about getting pussy. I get pussy a lot of guys.
I wonder if Trump has seen your Trump.
I wonder if Trump has seen my
I
Trump.
bet he has.
I bet he has. Shane, you once did a joke that I love. A joke about Donald Trump getting shot.
All right. Of all the presidents, I think it's fair to say Donald Trump would be the funniest one to see get shot. Just because he'd be in the middle of a speech talking shit. Just,
You're gay.
the shooter would be coming out and be like, sit down, get down.
What a loser. Get down, sit down.
But just the noise he would make when he got hit. Even if you love Donald Trump, it would be funny. As soon as he got hit, he'd be like, ah. But the rest of the joke, which is my favorite part that didn't really, a lot of people didn't like it, was Biden. I think Biden's the first president you could punch assassinate. You just walk right up to him and be like, Mr. President, how the fuck are you doing?
A giant scar being one of the least creepy things about you, Jacob. It's amazing. What's your
Now, when Dr. Grant stood still, why couldn't you see him?
It's a Jurassic Park joke that was so good. You stupid pussies didn't get it. You see, that's what you're going to get with Trump. Movie references from before 1995.
1997, great year for Jurassic Park.
So, Jacob, what is your love life like exactly?
I'm engaged.
Wow.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Clever girl.
Did you say clever girl?
Another great reference from the smash hit film Jurassic Park.
Remember that Jurassic Park 5 or whatever the fuck you said earlier?
Trust me, that was a great joke, and the internet is going to prove that I made a great joke and that this room is tired and dumb.
Bro, this is crazy. It really looks like young Trump from Home Alone 2, bro. That is so... It's so crazy, bro. I'm up here.
You all got a Home Alone 2 reference, and no one knew Jurassic Park. A few years ago, excuse me, a few years ago, everyone would have got the Jurassic Park
Bro,
reference.
this is so crazy.
It was a Jurassic World under my administration.
What is that dinosaur on your arm? A fucking Stegosaurus?
A lot of dinosaur talk tonight, and you would think with all this talk they would understand Jurassic Park. Nobody understood Jurassic Park. History will look kindly on that joke. I have no doubt.
Each of you is going to meet for about 3 minutes. Then you're going to hear this buzzer. And when that goes off, we're going to move to the next table. Ready to find some love?
Tana,
What are you doing here?
I was asked to speak at this hotel. It turns out there's some type of pussy banquet going on.
You fucking piece of shit, ugly, fat, orange.
Social media. They had to take it away. I was too good. In fact, go ahead, put it back up. Put it back up. People say I've got bad makeup. Tana looks like
That's not
someone
SNL,
painted her
is it?
face like a clown. That's what we're
Hold
going
on.
to call her.
Tana.
Is this from SNL? Because if so, they'll definitely hit me for that. So I got that this one goes on for a minute. So let's cut it off there because that's kind of going into our next theme here. Hope you guys liked some of that. So yeah. All right. What do we got? Okay. All right, so let's just go to this. All right, we're just gonna play a little bit of this and then move on to the next part. But I'll probably like try to find some more of these. These guys are funny, and they have their own Reddit where people post things and they react to it. I don't know if you've ever seen the two of them before, but it's pretty funny. Check it out. We'll watch a little bit, save it for next time. Kind of like the cat videos, we'll break them up a little bit because these are like 30 minutes.
People who attempted to do things is what this video is about. Distracted drivers. In South Florida, this teacher got rear-ended at a light by a distracted driver. Yeah, she got an injury to the joint that connects her spine and pelvis.
Oh shit.
Which then later caused instability and pain while sitting and walking. All she got offered was $200,000 pre-trial.
You're kidding.
Yeah, it's unfair. That's why today's sponsor is Morgan & Morgan. Morgan is America's largest injury firm with over /MXR.
They do their ads up front.
The link in the description below, or scan the QR
There you
code
go.
on the screen right
There you
now
go.
from your camera. This guy's attempt at explaining his shirt.
Wait, what does your shirt say?
Don't waste your time on me. You're already the voice inside my head.
Excellently done.
I don't know what that is.
Understand now.
Where are you?
I should have showed you the shirt without his explanation so you can figure it out. God damn it. This girl attempts to sneeze without closing her eyes.
She did it. They say it's hella dangerous though, and don't do it.
Oh, because the eyeballs will like pop out.
Or was that like some medieval myth?
This dog is attempting to help these guys get this car out of the sand. He's providing them emotional support. This woman's attempt to play tennis. These videos especially trigger me because for some reason, they can never even just grip the racket properly.
What do you mean?
Why does every girl hold the racket up here? Hold it down here, dude.
It's heavy.
You know what else is heavy?
Your consciousness.
She can't even swing the racket with one hand. That's crazy. She's holding it as if it's a bat. Where did all her strength and power go? Where'd all her energy go?
Do you want me to say boobs? Do you want me to say her bosom?
To not make this look like a penis. They failed. It looks like a penis. Congratulations. This girl attempts to break the record for 5-foot girls. She did. She beat the record. Most 5-foot girls can't even reach it. At least that's the excuse that Kai gives. It's just like it's the height. It's just not meant for like gravity challenged people. To attempt to sell this apartment.
You like there's a person in there. There's a person in there?
Yes, that is what she said.
Please tell me this is scripted.
No, this is real. This golf ball attempts to go inside of this girl's hoodie.
Whoa!
And it does. It succeeds. Oh my God. Congratulations.
That's sick.
You didn't want to go out there. It's rough out there. To record their squats. Whoa, whoa. That might be the biggest balls and the biggest gaping apple I've ever seen, like together.
This dog probably was more like, go, Hunter, go. Didn't realize like where he was facing.
I'm not even sure if that woman
Swerve.
was trying to like record her squats either. I feel like we were looking at something completely different for a second. Driving while on Zoom court.
Look at this.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Tate for Mr. Harris, who should be present in Zoom.
Mr. Harris, are you driving?
Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office, actually. Just give me 1 second. I'm parking right now.
That's literally illegal.
Yeah.
He's incriminating himself. You stationary?
I'm pulling in right now at this second.
Wow, they're waiting
Yes,
for him.
I am.
Your Honor, we are respectfully requesting an adjournment in this matter, up possibly 2 to 4 weeks if the court would allow.
Okay. So maybe I don't understand something. This is a driving while license suspended?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And he was just driving. What? And he didn't have a license. This can't be fucking real. No, this edited in, dude. Like, this clip right here is that's his reaction.
Is with the charges, Your Honor, yes.
No, I'm looking at his
Yes.
record. He doesn't have a license. He's suspended and he's just driving.
That is correct, Your Honor.
I don't even know why he would do that. So defendant's bond is revoked in this matter. Defendant is to turn himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today. Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Harris, I'll be giving you a call.
Like,
Okay.
oh, no.
Y'all drive to jail just to rub it in the guy's face. The judge must be the most like, what is my job?
What about the lawyer that had to like defend him? I guess I won't be needing this folder anymore. Your Honor, there's no way to prove my client wasn't pretend driving.
Green screen, Your Honor, green screen.
2 minutes after I bought my breakfast and left it outside.
The rat boys. Your croissant. Oh my god, that rat is the. Excuse me, can I have your croissant?
Isn't that Carl Weezer from
Yeah,
Jimmy?
but it's rat Weezer.
Drove 2 hours to meet up with an old fling. He canceled when I got there. On my way home while crying, I blew a tire.
Oh my god. Fuck your fling, man.
At least the tire got blown.
Wow. A tattoo requested versus the tattoo received. Live life as a work of art. The fuck is this?
Oh, that's a mean face. This is also why I can't get a tattoo, man. What if the guy just like fucks it up? You gotta live with that disappointment for the rest of your life. That's so scary.
To scam.
Don't worry, brother. I'm good. No, this is for both.
This is like-
Oh my gosh, that's so nice. I don't want it, dude. Take it. Keep it. What?
Yeah, dude,
Okay,
this is what it's like walking up to pyramids, man. These guys are everywhere. They're like, let me take your picture. They'll take your camera and run off with it. Then you gotta chase them down, and then they'll take you to this camel that's way far away, and try to encourage you to get on it. It's just like they have a million different little scams there at the pyramid, and they're running all over the place.
I can go this way? Declare panorama. Okay, excellent. Thank you. Nope, come this way. Come this way. Come yeah, but I'm okay, boss. I don't need no guide. No guide. I work here. What's that? No guide. Nah, I'm gonna walk on my own though. I am no guide. That's fine. I still want same tickets. I still want to walk on my own and just do my own thing, you know?
Tourist areas are just terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, but I feel like it's pretty easy to spot now that there's so many like internet videos of these guys.
Mhm.
So just don't accept things for free.
Yes.
And don't follow people.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
Don't follow
just-
strangers.
Yeah, don't just follow them because they're locals or whatever, thinking it's gonna be an adventure.
It's never an adventure when it comes to strange old men.
I mean,
Unless you're talking about adventure in your pants.
yeah. Silently opening a pressure cooker during its use. Oh.
You're supposed to be a pro at these products. That's why you're selling them.
De medo de panela. Minha esposa morre de medo de panela, por exemplo, né? Panela de pressão. Só que além disso, eu posso abrir qualquer momento. Abre. Super segura, bonita. Panela show de bola mesmo.
Just continuously just talks. Oh, look at all that pressure. This is exactly what I was talking about. These are some of the best pressure cookers around. You see that gushing explosion? Just like what I did to your mom.
Grace
last
under
night. They said,
pressure.
the design is very human. Oh, like what does that even mean?
Like human. To
Like I had the
air
best
is
reaction.
to be human.
After 14 months, 3 requests, 2 White House VA calls, and 1 congressional inquiry, the VA sent my records on CD in halves. They keep records on CDs in 2024?
It's the government, Henry.
Well, I thought if it were the government, they keep it on paper. CDs are too advanced for the government.
Which
I didn't know they knew how to use technology.
Moving a washing machine in Amsterdam.
Wow, they hooked it all the way up there?
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Wait, are you as strong and heavy as a washing machine?
Yep, he didn't calculate this.
How much do you weigh? How much does that washing machine weigh? Oh, there's 2 men.
Look, that's
Okay. Wait, but is that what the point of that hook is? Is it literally so people can like airlift machines outside of their windows?
Yep.
Maybe, because how else would they fit?
But I was also hoping like we could see like some Tom and Jerry shit. Like
To extract a confession. Man won $900,000 from the state of California after being psychologically tortured by police during a 17-hour interrogation, which led him to falsely confess to killing his father, who was actually alive.
oh, that's awkward. This makes me wonder, like, how many confessions are real then? If you can literally just like torture somebody into giving one.
The Popo. Gaslighter professional.
To not be micromanaged by an Airbnb host.
Charged you for the things that you've used.
The washing machine will be charged at £5 per wash. Are you serious? So I'm here at this nice Airbnb, but it's not so nice because there's notes everywhere. Very good. No meat
Everywhere.
or animal products allowed. Do not sit on this chair. It was my deceased husband's favorite one. Wi-Fi is
Are
free
you
on the first
serious?
day of your stay. Yeah, this is Joanna. I've just been staying in your Airbnb. So I just got a note from Airbnb about some additional charges that were put on, and I was just trying to figure out what happened with that.
You used the pool table twice, and there's a charge on the pool table.
Sorry, I am actually curious as well.
It was
Whether or not I used
700.
the pool table. How did you know I used the pool
49
table?
pounds.
Everything was in a different place. And then the washing machine, for instance, I know you used the washing machine twice. You know, why is when you sign the agreement, it says this on your document.
It did not. No, it didn't say that on the documents. It just said that there's a washing machine included. This was not listed. The
This
fact
is why
that
I've put labels on things so people are aware of the extra charges. I will take this up with the
$749 worth of
Airbnb.
shit.
Please
They have
do.
got your numbers
Absolutely.
and your credit card payment.
Yeah.
And they will dispute this with you.
Yeah, you take it up with them. I will take it up with them and explain how absolutely ridiculous this is.
I feel like this lady should just not have an Airbnb.
Yeah, she's
Right?
definitely a psycho. But she did also write it on the things this. And I think it is possible for her to tell if this woman used it or not.
Yeah, but that's over the top.
Because I
I'd be
think
like,
washing
no.
machines tell you how many times it's been run.
What about the pool table?
Maybe she like put a marker on one of the balls, and if it's like slightly rotated, then she knows it's been used, right? But it's also crazy that you
If you
get
use
charged
twice.
$740. Then this might also be fake because
Yeah,
there's
they
no way an
charge you to
Airbnb like
use the
this would be able
pool
to survive.
table.
Why would you leave your deceased husband's favorite chair in the Airbnb when you can
Right.
just take it to your own house that you actually live in?
Accidentally paid off my car, putting me deep in the red. Then to make my third payment on the new car, I must have hit the pay full amount button and didn't notice until I got the congratulatory email that my car has been paid off. Congratulations, you've paid off your Capital One auto loan. Check back regularly over the coming weeks for future updates.
Negative 15K net worth. Does that mean I can buy like a Ferrari and my bank will just pay it and then I'll just like run to China or something and never come back? Should I do that?
Why would you throw your whole life away just for a Ferrari?
It's a free Ferrari. It's not my money. It's like Chase's money. You know?
It's
meet an underage girl.
Impossible.
Oh. Wow.
Welcome to Jacksonville.
But where's 14-year-old Katie? You're telling me that 14-year-old Katie's not real? It's a rude awakening, huh? He thought he was gonna get some 14-year-old ass and said he got 50-year-old man ass.
Boom,
It's like,
boom,
do they really
boom.
need like 10 SWAT team officers to take down like one middle-aged overweight pedo?
For every one pedo, you need 10 officers, yes. Oh my god, they brought a canine unit too!
Get away of stealing.
If this,
She take money out, I can't tell.
She took the money
Yep.
from the customer. Instead of putting it into the cash register, she took it for herself.
How do you prevent this as a business owner?
Either the business owner reviews the tapes or
Yeah,
he
hidden
notices
cameras,
that at the end he's
BB,
missing money.
Police theft by employers is by far the most common form of property crime in America. Workers lose about $19 billion every year to employers who fail to pay them.
Sure, but she's still stealing.
To be the victim, being a single mom is making your own birthday cake on your birthday so that your babies can feel happy they're singing to you.
I'm her ex-husband, and right now I have full custody of our kids. I have all weekdays and weekends, time sharing with the kids, all holiday academic breaks. And for her to get any rights back to the kids, these are the things that she needs to do. Child support, she owes that. It's up to over $21,000.
She owes that?
She's a mother and doesn't pay child support. She was then arrested for check fraud, and during that hearing, it turned out that it was found that she stole almost $1 million from another guy. And also she faked cancer in the past. She's really not a full-time mom. She goes out all the time and she doesn't even have a job even.
So then how does she pay the child support of $21,000 if she got caught for stealing the money, lost that money, so has no money, doesn't have a job? Of course she's not going to be able to pay the child support. Why is she even paying the child support? She's a criminal.
To be from the best country.
People always accuse the French of being elitist. I'm going to list a few things, and I want you to say which country does them the best. Food.
France.
You think so? It's not true.
What's the best?
Italy.
No.
Are you kidding me?
No, all the best chef are in France.
Wine.
France.
Mhm. Cheese.
France.
Fashion.
France.
How about art?
France. Italy has some good arts.
Comedy.
Not France.
No.
France. Yeah.
No!
Shut the
Yeah,
US.
Thank you.
Okay, actually, he does make a good point. A lot of the best things in the world are from France.
Yeah.
Also, the best at surrendering.
Best at just stop playing.
Yes, everyone's like, yeah, French food is the highest, but nobody eats French food. When was the last time somebody was like, yes, I had a croque madame?
I don't even know what French food is.
What? I actually tried exploring French food, but at the end of the day, I feel like food is just so subjective, and there's so many good countries with a lot of great food.
Can anybody name one French dish?
Except for that one. That's the worst one.
To the club we go, ladies.
This place closed like 5 years ago. But you guys are goals. You look hot. Love.
This guy's gay as hell. These women are old. They're probably like 30 years old, trying to like relive their glory days. But all the
Probably
places they
hookers.
used to frequent are done. They don't know where the cool spots are anymore. To assassinate
Oh,
his
French
coworker.
fries, of course.
Yeah,
Yes.
just something that you do sometimes.
Oh.
You can't miss that.
Oh yeah, French onion soup. Yep.
He really missed on camera. Agent 47 would not be very proud of this.
Mission abort.
It's gonna be an awkward lunch break tomorrow. Don't ask me how this happened. I have no idea.
T-Rex, explain
That's
this.
the cutest truck.
You were saying?
It's still cute. That's the
Hey,
cutest thing
Brave,
that
what's
could happen
up?
to a cute truck.
How you
He's
doing?
crumpled under your compliments.
He was just embarrassed
Well
by the
done.
compliment.
He's like, choppers. Walking right in the middle of a vase breaking ceremony in Greek.
Why did you just change the way you pronounce vase?
His vase sounds fancy.
Grace.
Oh! She's fine.
But yeah, I guess it's true. They have bad situational awareness because you can clearly see a crowd and they're all pointing their camera towards that direction.
I like that it's like men in official business suits too. Just like murder. It's like, oh, all right.
Oops.
Me going to a swim party and didn't nobody tell me it was a 12 feet.
Wait, so he's dead.
Oh my God! What the fuck? What the fuck? I did not
It's really committed. You just like fucking plopped in there. Yeah, I feel like people that don't know how to swim kind of like meekly slide into the pool. I'm not just like, all right, cannonball.
I thought I'd throw myself up.
I'm showing you my strength, okay?
Uh-oh.
Not on bridge.
La 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 la. Oh.
Oh my God, Layla! Layla!
Oh no, there's crocodiles. Oh no, just kidding. Not gonna lie, that was kind of cute and funny.
Woman. I feel like Kyra would pull the shit off. Because you'd be like, girls can't do this. And both of us be like, oh yeah. And then we fucking fall.
Wants to show off her strength. Ends up being one of the weakest human beings on earth.
Her triceps came out. No fucking way. I bent down to pick up my keys and I hit my head on the trunk of my car, knocking myself unconscious. My neighbor called an ambulance before I could say no. Wait, hold
so
on.
you have to pay for the ambulance even if somebody else calls it for you? I'm just more confused at like how you have such little situational awareness that you're that unaware of a trunk that you can hit it that hard.
Oh, maybe it might have been a Cybertruck. Knocked herself out. Boom.
So how much does it cost then? It's about $1,000.
Woo!
Worth it if, you were gonna get brain damage. Just gonna like start calling the ambulance for like everybody.
Henry.
They're like, they need help, and then just like do it to my worst enemies. Make them like foot the bill.
Christian, shut the fuck up, vile piece of shit.
Jew, shut the fuck up, vile piece of shit.
And there it is. What?
As if he tricked them into saying like some racist shit.
Yeah, but then it's like, bro, you literally said racist shit. I just said it right back to you.
But it's okay to tell like Christians to shut up. But like when you say like Jews, it's like, oh no, a minority, and then like that's bad. That's like saying like like white people shut the fuck up, and then you say black people shut the fuck up. It's like, well, hey, what could go wrong? Bowling after rotator cuff surgery.
Oh my god.
Oh. Surgery round 2. Let's go.
I feel like the surgeon's like,
I told you not to go bowling.
I get it. You don't really think about that. It's like, well, I can just bowl with one arm. Like, what difference does it make? And then you forget about balance. You think like he came back again, but this time he was like, I'll just focus on my balance this time.
broken again.
I feel like that's what I would do.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I learned from last time. I know what to do now. And then I break it again. I'm like, I did not know that one, but I learned this time. 2 dogs digging a hole got busted by the owner. This is a picture?
Ass up.
He's like, hey, Bob, I think he's seen us. Bob. He's like, oh, no.
I like how Bob's like, no, and you try to push him back down. It's like, no, stay down there. I feel like they were doing more than just digging a hole. They look like
they're trying to scheme, but they're trying to like bury their point.
Yeah.
My 50th birthday party invited all of my friends.
Figured it'd be nice to tell myself my 50th birthday party. Invited all my friends. Someone needed to drive an hour to visit. It started an hour and a half ago. Purchased hamburgers, hot dogs for barbecue. No one has shown up.
No, I think they're there. It's just they're all wearing invisibility cloaks.
Stop making it sadder, man.
But then where are the hot
All
dogs? It's okay. Nobody at 50 years old has friends anyways. If you had friends, they might even be dead.
Henry, it's 50. Not like 90 or 80. Like
Donald Trump immediately regretting speaking at the Libertarian Party convention. I just love libertarians, Just like, yeah, fuck the government, anarchy.
The Libertarian Party should nominate Trump for president of the United States. Whoa. That's nice.
They should. They will now.
That's nice. Only if you want to win. Only if you want to win. Maybe you don't want to win.
That's because they want what's their
All right. We'll stop it there, and then we'll pick it up next week on the next video. When you see this, you'll know where we're going next. Whoa. This is a quickie.
When you're spending every day on your own.
Oh man, really? Did you guys see that? It went by really quickly. Oh, hold on. There you go, Madcore. Do some cat rock.
think it's Wet Willie. Gonna go so clearly now. Voluntary, not so silly. Gotta make it out somehow. Oh, the Willie knows the way to go so clearly till the break of dawn. Gonna make it, gonna break it, gonna keep on going, gonna get it on. Now let me tell you the story of Big Billy, the biggest cat there ever was. Long time ago, I was in a bad place. It was dark, I was confused, and I called on the heavens to help me find my way again. And then came Big Billy from the clouds, and he said, Big Billy, think it's Wet Willie. Big Billy, think it's Wet Willie. Gonna go so clearly now.
Forgiveness. There we go. Oh, I had another one. Oh, wait, I can do this. Hang on one second. Meow, meow, meow. So we got to do one for the dog lovers here. Come on. Why is it frozen? Oh, there we go. Take care, Suzanne. Thanks for being here, Suzanne. Have a good one. All right. Cool. Let's see what we got next here. Oh yeah.
The girls are nice and warm. Really happy.
Wake up.
Sorry. Off the table. Get off the table. Off the table. Get off the table. Get off the
My quarter pounder. No. Sorry.
Take a rug. There you go.
Mom. Wow.
Mecha.
Yeah, it sucks. Stop doing it. Yeah. No.
Thank you so much. Oh. Oh my god. Cara.
And use your body weight to push the dough into itself. You might have to add a bit of flour until the dough is easier to work with, but don't overdo it or you'll throw off the balance of flour, yeast, salt, and water.
That would be my big fat ass. That shit tastes good. I don't give a damn what nobody said.
Fuck.
We broke this.
Time to do some sketchy shit. Doo-da, doo-da. Hope I get away with it. Oh, doo-da day.
She hates it. I'm trying to get her used to it. I can take you outside. I can take you outside.
We cannot escape. We cannot come out. Mom.
I can't. This
All right. We'll end it there. All right, cool. Crazy cats doing crazy things. All right. Cool deal. Let me see what I got here. All right. Guys, thank you so much for being here this evening. Tomorrow night, we'll be back at 8 p.m. Eastern with Talking Trash and Truths for Old School Watch Party Sundays. Tomorrow night, we'll pick up where we left off on the U.S. Prison Gang series, and we'll go inside some more of those. We'll be checking out the Bloods and the Crips and other notable gangs inside U.S. prisons and how this kind of affect the outside world, what's going on in that world of prison reform and incarceration, the justice system, basically. So anyways, the first part of it was really interesting. And if you don't know a lot about the topic, you'll learn a lot from this stuff. And then we'll have a movie for you as well. It'll be a big surprise. And there you have it. Let me see here. The banner. Oh, and by the way, if you missed last week's Unrig the Game, we're reading Vivek Ramaswamy's book, Woke Inc. Chapter 6 and 7 are really good. And so that video is out, and there's also a playlist to go with it. So you can check that out on the Rumble side. There's also a lot of really good playlists over there on Rumble I've put together. A lot more organized than the YouTube side, I think. You know, there's some great ones on the YouTube side as well. You might want to check out my deprogramming series. There's several playlists on those. Let's see. And there we go. All right, cool. And many more for all the shows that I do. Most of the shows that I do. But yeah, that's it for tonight, man. Thanks to everybody on every platform that was here hanging out. So awesome to see so many great friends. Had a blast. Rumble and X keep on trucking to 500. If you're on either one of them right now, if you want to be part of the competition to see which platform will cross 500 first, go ahead and hit follow. And I'd love a thumbs up too if you enjoyed the stuff. I hope to see you again. And we're going to do the jam on out here like we do every week. Let's get rolling, guys. And until tomorrow night, and until next time, keep on winning.
My friends say I'm ugly. I got a masculine baby. And still courage, I would really try to she might need a animal, maybe just rest. She might need a animal, maybe just rest. I know karate, I'm gonna try to make myself a bit so good without a come down on me. I'm holding my soul, shame on. Now best appreciate me. Oh, now best appreciate me. Oh, now best appreciate me. Oh, now best appreciate me. Go that way. Going out west, going that way. Going out west.
This is a friendship battle.